Canada, I love you. You've got trees, moose, that little Sarah thing. You're adorable. But let's face it, you're basically the attic of America. Quiet, cold, and full of stuff nobody remembers until Christmas. So let's fix that. Let's make you the 51st state. Beautiful, powerful, slightly colder Florida. You guys have healthcare that's free, but you wait 11 years for a dentist. That's not healthcare, that's tooth prison. We'll get you real options. Fast, American style. Dentist with muscles. Your money has animals on it. Moose, bears, birds. I thought it was a zoo brochure. Join us and we'll give you some good old-fashioned green cash. Dead presidents, very classy. And your prime minister? He's like if a drama teacher ran a Whole Foods. Nice hair, no power. Down here, we've got real leaders. We throw paper towels like touchdowns during hurricanes. Big energy. You've already got our TV, our food, our slang. You say sorry like we say excuse me in Walmart brawls. So let's just do it. Sign the paperwork, swap out the flag, and boom, Canada becomes America. We'll even let you keep Tim Hortons.
And to get myself back over here. All right. It turns out that Facebook's going to be deleting all of our videos. And since I lost YouTube and a lot of these a little bit older videos from 2020, when all that election stuff was about to happening, and then they cheated and all this that in 2020. I had made some videos with the guest on and everything like that, pre-stroke, before stroke. Yeah. So I thought I'd replay them, kind of to archive them, also see everyone, show everyone where we were at the time. Let me bring up the next video, the one that I had done with guests. I did several of these, so I'm going to grab them. A lot of these got taken down by Facebook as well, but the ones that didn't get taken down, I'm going to play some of them. I'm going to try to play one a day for a while, you know, kind of early in the day, so people can get a peek at it and see what they think. Now, remember, this is 2020, so
it seems strange calling
you. So here we go. I'll take myself.
Seems strange calling you that. Okay, we're live. I would like to just go around kind of clockwise and everyone introduce themselves and say a little bit about yourself a little bit.
Okay, so hey, I'm Nevaeh, the American Alpha Trinity. I have my own YouTube channel under Nevaeh Devansha Trinity. Pretty much, I'm a conservative and the only conservative in my family. And outside of my bestie, I'm the only conservative of people that I know. My channel is pretty much dedicated to I would say mental freedom, because I realized that you cannot experience spiritual expansion without becoming mentally free first. So my channel is debunking, myths of stereotypes of the Black community. That's pretty much it.
Facebook won't let me share it right now. That's very fitting. Okay.
Surprising.
Yeah. But believe it or not, it just keeps telling me I have to wait. Well, I don't know why. I'll get it in a minute. Genevieve, you want to go next? Say a little bit about yourself and that and what you're doing.
Sure. So my name is Genevieve Peters. I am the founder and president of an organization called Family America Project. It's a national organization, and we are also in 11 states. We are the organizational arm of all of the groups for greatest impact. So basically, we want you to become part of our family. We're not a group, we're just the organizing arm. So that being said, we took on issues in Florida. Probably our most famous was when we took on sanctuary state status, and we went to 43 town halls, sometimes 3 in an evening, sometimes until 3 in the morning. We were able to mobilize several different groups throughout the Los Angeles greater area of activists. And out of the 43 we contacted and went to and spoke at and rallied against Sanctuary State, 38 publicly denounced Sanctuary State. And there was a lawsuit by one of the counties, which was Huntington Beach, and they won their lawsuit.
SB 54, wasn't it? That's what the bill
Correct.
was?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember covering that. Or
Yeah.
not really covering it, playing your videos, actually.
Yes.
Yours and Elsa's and
Yes.
everybody.
Yes. Grassroots activism, probably the latest and most known is being the first person to publicly denounce mask wearing. And the video went viral. I got called out by Kathy Lee Gifford, Rosie O'Donnell, and Alyssa Milano. So I feel pretty honored to have melted the most ridiculous of snowflakes. And
Melted one of the worst snowflakes.
I'm sorry?
Who are you talking about? You melted?
Rosie O'Donnell, Alyssa Milano, and
Okay, all of them. Okay.
Kathy Griffin. Yeah, they exploded on Twitter after the video went viral, and I called everyone in Trader Joe's snowflakes, or rather sheep.
Yeah, I did see that video.
Yeah, and then a week later, I said, "Oh, I have a sore throat and my lymph nodes are swollen," and they just went nuts.
They loved it, huh?
Just went nuts, and I did it purposely.
Oh, you said it when you didn't even have it, huh?
Oh, no. I did have a sore throat and my lymph nodes were swollen. But my point is that all this hysteria and fear mongering was ridiculous. And people get sick and people get run down and, people get sore throats. And, it doesn't mean it's COVID, and it doesn't mean you're going to die, and it doesn't mean you're going to need a ventilator. But, they were just epileptic, or, I don't even know. They were crazy. So it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun to melt, the ridiculousness. And I still like doing it.
It looks like they just pulled this off of Facebook. That's why it's not playing over there. Facebook just pulled this video down. Believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, I can't find it on my regular page if I turn this around. I'm scrolling right up and down where it should be on my page. And I got it on my laptop. I'll show everyone. And it just keeps saying wait. As soon as they started, like seconds later, it pulled down. I don't know. I got to be over on this tab to see.
Yeah, I probably saw my name.
It saw your name? It's just saying wait, and I keep hitting wait, and it just won't play. And then I'm over on my computer, and I'm scrolling up and down. I know it was less than 3 days ago I put it up, and it's not there. The link's not there anymore. It's gone.
Well, that's exactly what we're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah, they pulled it.
How ironic, right?
On the other two platforms, but
right, exactly.
I've also shared to Facebook the link from YouTube, which will probably get pulled down later. I've got hundreds of videos they pulled down on me from YouTube, hundreds, and then they got blocked. And for a while they were calling them all sex videos. They were calling them sex videos. Then they were calling impersonation when I would. Sometimes I'd just come on by myself. I was somehow impersonation. So I don't know.
Wow.
Going back to
wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, they've already pulled it down. It's not on Facebook. So
that's
I was
a
going to share
issue.
Huh?
That's a definite issue. So currently, I drove from California to Chicago to Detroit to DC and back because I refuse to wear a mask, and I know that if I go on an airline, I will get arrested because I will refuse to wear a mask. So I prefer to drive. And I drove back after a 2-week trip around the country. I drove back to Michigan, and I am now leading the Get Out the Vote effort for the re-election of our president. in Macomb County for the county party.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah.
So, so okay. Well, I'm going to start with your video, Genevieve, right off the bat. Okay. I'm going to share
Okay.
let me. I should get it up here on this side too. It's okay. I did. So,
Which video?
oh, you'll know it in a second. It's before you left California.
Okay.
Well, actually, you're not living in California anymore, but I don't know if you want out there where you're living now. You were there.
Well, I mean, I technically am. I'll always have my my property out there, so I'll be dual coastal.
Oh, dual coastal. Okay. All right. This is a real good video, though. Oh, I didn't play. There we go.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, right, yeah.
I have actually been off of Facebook for 7 days because I did
Can you hear it?
thing of posting.
Yep.
the truth.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, I can't hear it.
I'm sick and tired of it.
Oh,
We're
go
coming
ahead.
after you.
No,
And
I'll
here's
just
how we're
let
going to
play.
do it. We're taking a trip nationwide from sea to shining sea, from Pacific coast to the Atlantic coast, from the West coast to the East coast. We are going to talk to every single person that we see. We're going to tell them the truth, because here's why I was banned. When America's Frontline Doctors came out, I was absolutely enthralled by the information. It was real stuff. It made sense. Oh my gosh, yes, hydroxychloroquine. It's been around for 65 years. Why is the FDA not giving it to doctors to prescribe for COVID patients? Why are there so many success stories with hydroxychloroquine? Could it be that our president actually thought it was a good thing, so they politicized this? And in the meantime, thousands and thousands of Americans are dying? Well, I've had it. I've had it up to here. I've had it with being censored. I've had it with being cut off on Facebook. I've had it with them cutting off my president. I've had it with them cutting off his family and any other voice that they're trying to silence because it doesn't fit their narrative. So we are going out to the people. We're going to be meeting with Americans. We're going to be talking to them about the truth.
Is it playing okay on your end or not really?
Hydroxychloroquine.
Yeah, it's a little
The truth
Choppy?
about
slow, but
what
yeah,
this country.
Okay.
And we need to get
the
back
voice
to
is all right.
we are going
Okay.
on the road. It's going to be Americans' road trip, America's road trip, your road trip. We and you are going to go together. We're going to live stream it. We're going to let you in on everything. We want you to be a part of this. We're so excited to meet so many people. We've got some great things already planned, and we want to bring you with us. So again, we are sidestepping big tech. We are sidestepping mainstream media. We are making our own history. We are taking America, Americans on the road with us from sea to shining sea. We'll end up in Washington at the White House. Join us.
That was nice. I like that. That was a
Yeah.
good video.
I wonder why
Yeah, it was a really nice one.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
here where I stopped sharing here. So yeah, you want to add to it, Genevieve? What you did, where you're heading, what's and
yeah. Well,
the audience.
well,
You told
here's-
some of it to us before you came online. You're registering voters and
Well, no, actually, pretty much right after I made that video, I had been censored for 7 days, and then they let me back on, and I made that video, and pretty much right after that, they found something else to ban me for 30 days. So my entire trip across country and back was not, there was no live streaming. I was not able to bring anyone. However, the irony is that I had been approached by a
Okay, I can't hear her anymore on my end.
I'm hearing her.
You can?
Yeah, I can. You can't hear it on your end now?
No, not at all.
Can you hear me now?
I can. That's a little louder.
Can you hear me now?
I think it's her
Yeah,
connection.
now I can.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Unfortunately, I had to plug my phone in because it's about to die. So, so
See how
if
long
I
you
plug
last.
it in, I think it's well.
Right, sure.
Okay.
Trying it on my phone. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I
Yes,
can.
perfectly.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, so yeah, so they banned me. So, but I was saying, a filmmaker had approached me approximately 2 weeks prior to that to ask me if he could follow me and do a documentary about my activism. So just when I went on this road trip of 6,000 miles, he actually accompanied me which was perfect because I was not able to share it on Facebook because they had banned me for 30 days right before I left. So right after I made that video, they banned me again. And the horrible thing that I did was post Kamala Harris's birth certificate asking if it was authentic because it said her mother was white or Caucasian, I should say. And I posted it. So they banned me for 30 days for that. But anyway, it will be coming out.
Well, most of the time you get it for the mask stuff or for the hydroxy, you know.
Right.
I don't even want to say the word correctly.
I know they're such bastards. But
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's so ridiculous. But you know, this is a very major issue for Americans because that is absolute censorship. And I don't care which way you slice it. There has to be something done about it. And we the people are the ones that are going to have to do something about it.
Adora couldn't stay on, but I'm going to show everyone what she's been going through.
Okay.
Right here, she can't go live for 59 days. They gave her $30 day ban, and while she was on it, a day later they gave her another 30 days on top. I've had that bans right on top of bans. I just went to share this link a little bit ago before we went live. I'm going to show you on mine. This is another one, COVID thing. We'll get into later. I'll get to mine here in a second. And it banned me, blocked me right away. First time I tried to share the link, you know? So I'm going to go to mine and then settings and so on. Have you ever had that where the first time you share that you get blocked right away?
I have, yeah.
The very
No,
first time
I don't get blocked.
On either. Did you ever get blocked on YouTube or anything?
No.
You must not be in their radar. Here, I'll show you the time. Actually, I'm going to support box. I don't know if you can see this right now, where I'm trying to go.
Trinity, you got to up your game.
Yeah, see.
Well, you know what? I found a way to say what I need to say, you know, without trouble. I still get my message across. I don't think you're on the radar. I guess I don't seem threatening enough. And also my numbers and my followers are not high. So I think I'm harmless to them for now.
I know, you get a few thousand. You get a few thousand.
Yeah,
right?
but in comparison to those who are being, censored, I'm a small
my
fish.
third channel only had like 700 followers, and they took it down. They let me alone for about a week, and then they blocked me. They gave me my warning and then a block. I come off for a couple days, and then they block me again for another 2 weeks. I come off for about 2 more days, and they give me the third check mark, which got rid of the channel. I was up to about 700 followers by then. So I got to post for a total of 10 days.
That is crazy. Like, what do you like?
I interview.
What are you guys doing about it? I mean, other than posting that you're getting censored, that's not really changing anything.
If you
Have you ever thought about taking it to Congress?
Works, if you go against the mask thing, if you say BLM is Marxist, things like that, right? You know what I mean? You were getting it a lot because of the going against the Patricia's supposed to be on here with us. She's a nurse, and she was speaking out about how they're treating the patients and not let families see him and not using the right stuff for him and all that. Genevieve would know better than I do. I've had her actually on here on YouTube before, not this particular channel, but the other channels. Right, Genevieve, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. You're saying you had Patricia on here before?
Yeah, and she talked about hydroxychloroquine working and this and that, and those videos are taken down. You get a strike for it, that kind of stuff. You know, and they're always blocking her constantly. And she's like a top nurse for like a whole county or something like that. Really way up there in the nursing. I don't know exactly what her position is, but as high as you can get. As high as you can get as a nurse. Yeah. But she dared speak out against it. Now thousands of doctors have come out and saying, the mask thing's a pile of crap. It doesn't do a thing for you. I had someone on here that did putting an oxygen.
You sound choppy on my end, Jer.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's got to be the
Jerry, you
internet.
sound choppy on my end.
It's got to be the internet. Probably on your end. An oxygen thing next to his mouth, and it wouldn't go off, right? No matter how much he breathed, he tried breathing heavy and all that kind of stuff. So then he put a mask on, tied it on normal, fit good, slides the thing in, and the thing goes off immediately. That was too low of oxygen for a normal human being. So, can you hear me okay?
I can.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, that's better.
Well, Jerry and Trinity, did you guys hear about the Michigan Supreme Court ruling against the Michigan governor?
I heard something about that, but I forgot exactly what that was for. It was for the lockdowns, right?
Well, it was for.
Say that again, because you broke up. Choppy
Okay.
again.
Michigan Supreme Court.
Yeah, Michigan Supreme
Nope,
Court.
still choppy.
ruled. Let's see. How about this?
Okay.
Better.
And there we go.
Michigan Supreme Court ruled against the governor, making every executive order that she has written since COVID to be unconstitutional.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Everyone. That means all the, how about all the places they pulled the license of the hair places and the bars and stuff like that?
Well,
are they going to get thrown out?
Yeah, so I can't see Trinity anymore, just so you know.
Well, she dropped out. I think she's going to go out and try to get better connection. That's what she's doing.
Okay, got it.
I can't say her name right.
So,
maybe.
There, I'm back.
okay,
I think it was internet connection on your end, maybe. If it's Wi-Fi, sometimes it's shaky. I'm hardwired in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so they ruled it, which is really fabulous news even for California, because the Supreme Court of Michigan ruled against the governor. Then she tried to lie to the Michigan people and say that she had 21 days and everyone still had to follow everything for 21 days, which is a complete bold-faced lie. And where she got the 21 days is that obviously you get a portion of time to appeal it. However, and appeal it back to the lower court. But there was no lower court because the federal court is the one that actually brought it to the Supreme Court. So there's no lower court to bring it to. So the 21 days is a bunch of BS. So basically, Michigan needs to stand. They are completely free after this ruling, completely free. Now, the tricky part is that the businesses can still require anything that they want to require, but
they don't have to.
Right. You now have the ability to go to another store or another, whatever it is that you're going to, and be able to get your business. I mean, the thing is that they don't know yet how this applies to them. And, we're from California, even though I was born and raised here, I learned from the best in, the activists in California. And it is a very different climate here where people are still afraid to assert their rights, and say, I will not consent. Now, what the governor wants to do here is the governor wants to buy her time in the 21 days, quote unquote, that doesn't exist, because they have agencies that they have given powers to in order to hold people accountable for the governor's executive orders. So she's trying to wrangle that around. But the bottom line is that there is a checks and balance system, and these agencies are not elected officials. They're not legislators, and they should not have any power except those that were elected by the people.
Yeah, that's true. Don't you believe that they're trying to? Well, you've seen AOC had a tweet out there that got, or a message out there that got through, where she was telling the governors, please keep everything locked down. We've got to hurt this economy to hurt Trump.
That's what she said. But
yeah,
those words came out of her
in her message. Yeah, she was telling the governors, please keep it locked down because we have to hurt Trump in the economy.
Now, do you think that was real or doctored?
I don't know. It looked real. like some message or something that got out, leaked out, or something like that. It was, I
I
believe.
would.
In fact, she said something similar, not quite as rough in the on her thing. Then she pulled it down. A tweet. There was a tweet. I was trying to find it.
I gotta go back on Twitter. I gotta revisit Twitter. I haven't been on Twitter in woo.
Well, someone
A
screenshot
long
it.
time.
Someone screenshot it. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't imagine.
yeah, because that's
she
what I'm
would
going.
get that.
That's what I'm going. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to actually start doing like this screen recording, so that no one can say I doctored anything. So I'm going to like
Mhm.
and then record. Yeah, that's how I'm going to start doing my things.
I don't have it pulled up, but you know that their censoring is bad. I had a video from Laura Loomer. There's other ones too, but where Trump had tweeted something, and it was a video, and it had like 9,700 retweets and 24,000 comments, and it was showing 0 views.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
0 views.
Yeah.
You know what they're doing? They're just like on YouTube, like Diamond Silk, for example. Mine, when it was at 20,000 people, was set at 15%. What they'll do is they'll take the actual number of views, they'll multiply it times percentage. So, like, say you were at 10%, for example, and you got 1,000 views, it would show 100. And then someone who's liberal, they multiply it by more than 1, like up to 3, I've seen. So that same 1,000 would look like 3,000, and then it would make it trend more and get seen even more because it's trending there. So what they want to force to trend, they do, and what they don't want trending, like they didn't want that thing trending of Trump's video, they put a 0 on there. Someone was stupid enough to put a 0% in there because it could be a billion views and it would still be a 0. You know, they needed to put at least some percent there. You know,
That is bananas.
Well, Diamond and Silk had one where they were showing their numbers going backwards. The
Oh
views
yeah,
were
I
going
saw
backwards.
that when she took it to they took it to Congress.
Yeah, the video was going backwards. Laura Loomer's got other ones like that. I've gone to bed with a video that had like 3,500 views, and I get up I had 5,500 views. I got up in the morning and had 300 views.
Wow.
So
It's-
what?
overnight.
So let me ask, because I thought I was internet savvy, but I guess I'm not. So I guess there's a way for us to unwatch what we viewed. So we go back to the channel, we unwatch it.
It's possible to unlike something,
then you
but
lose
it's not possible to
views.
unview it. It's because they changed the percentage.
No,
That's
I
why.
get it. I get it.
They
Oh
changed
my
it.
God.
Oh, we don't want this, or we'll change it quick. Click. It's just a couple clicks for them. But if you take the
Yeah.
code, the HTML, you take it out of there, put it in the test account, you pretend like you're trying to edit it, and then you can see how they did it. You can't see it on your regular accounts, even if you know how you inspect Element and stuff like that.
Right.
You gotta take it out of there, copy and paste it in, then do edit HTML in a test account, and then you can see it. So as if you were drawing your own page, almost. You can see what they did.
Okay. Okay.
But you can't fix it. You can't change it on your own YouTube or stuff. They got the controls, but you can see it. You know, that kind of thing. So let me. I was going to. Did you notice that 11 of the top Republicans tested? Here, I should actually show the screen. Share screen. 11 of the top Republicans got the China virus. They don't like you calling it that in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not one Democrat. A lot of people are saying it was at the debate that there was a room that they all met in before he went on stage. So now they can scream the mask, you know. They can scream that he's not using the mask. That's why. You know, you've seen them all wishing him death, right?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
But
Now, how
it's
come
just-
they aren't getting blocked for wishing
Yeah.
someone death, actually saying it, and that kind of stuff?
You know what? Let me.
Well-
I'm going to say what I said earlier to somebody else. As a matter of fact, I think I said in my video today, people are so focused on the Republican and Democratic Party that they have totally bypassed the undecided. Those who are undecided are going decide to vote for Trump based on their hateful ways, they are helping us.
Well, they're
You
driving
have
people out of the party.
absolutely no idea how many people have expressed their dislike for Trump, but they cannot take the hate from, you know, the other side. It's mean, it's evil, it's inhumane, and you know, and then you have all of these worldwide leaders, you know, wishing wellness and a speedy recovery. You know,
15
whether
other
they were
world leaders.
genuine or not, is not my issue. You know, I don't care if they're, you know, I don't have any thoughts of their genuineness. But my
Mhm.
thing is like it took a lot of humility to put aside your, you know, your wars and your battles to want somebody not to die. You want somebody to get better.
Mhm.
So I mean, like, listen, rejoice in their stupidity, because at the end of the day, they are helping the undecided voters come to Trump's side. Don't get mad.
Genevieve, are you finding that out on the streets?
You know, that's really interesting that you said that, Trinity. That's exactly what I'm seeing. We are going into the areas that are hardcore Democrat areas in what we call the blue
Nope, I
cities.
can't hear her.
Keep going. Maybe it'll come back.
Can
Go
you
ahead.
hear me? Can
Yeah.
you hear me?
I can hear her. I think
Okay.
it's your internet.
That video.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I'm going to play it in a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm saying about 7-3 Trump. So we are actually targeting. So the Trump campaign, they decide who they're going to target when we go out knocking on doors, when we go out making our phone calls. And they're targeting the swing voters that are also unaffiliated. And those voters are 7-3 Trump. And those
Really?
are real people knocking
People
on
are
doors.
watching. People
Yeah.
Are
are
you finding
watching.
more
People
black
are
and
taking
Hispanic
note.
support, Genevieve?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Are you finding more black and Hispanic support than in the past?
Well, ironically, most of the people that we're knocking on in these blue areas in Detroit, or not in Detroit, rather in suburbs of Detroit, which is Macomb County, are white. But we did a rally, and the rally was in this area, and we had many black people drive by and give us thumbs up. And, you know, there were some that weren't, you know, of course, but that's more expected. But what was unexpected is the thumbs up. And even we had one, oh, this was precious. We had one, we were all rallied up on the side of the road in the neighborhoods. And her and her daughter, black lady came, young girl, and she came with her daughter and grabbed a Trump sign and started debating the drivers, that were driving by, saying, do your research, do your research.
Yeah.
Really
That
awesome.
was, yeah, I love that. That was awesome.
It's kind of like some of your videos today, right?
She just literally pulled over, joined our rally, grabbed the sign, and then started debating the black people, that were coming driving by, giving her a hard time. She was going right back at them.
Yeah.
You've been called a few names when you were down in DC, as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah, I got my white privilege card when I was with you.
You walked.
I became a white supremacist on July 4th, 2019. I was like, yay, I won't get followed in the stores anymore.
Won't get followed in the stores anymore. That's a stereotype, I think, a little bit.
So I got my white privilege card. Woo!
Well, there were that one guy at the Liberty Plaza outside the White House there. He had the mic and he was in the chair with the umbrella over him there. He was saying some nasty stuff to you, calling you names like house monkey and worse. So
yeah,
those people are hopeless, right?
I look at them like my own reality TV show. It's like, how much crazier can the crazy get, and they're very entertaining. Never cease to amaze me. So
Well, they sound
I
so
don't pay them
original.
any mind.
Trinity, their comments are so original.
Same old, same old.
Yeah.
Well, here's the person praying for Trump to die to prove that God exists. He's cool as hell.
And
so
then Trump
get
to
taken
die
down.
to prove God's existence?
Yeah, if she was praying for Trump to die, and if he does, then God exists. This
you know what? She's gonna be highly disappointed.
Yeah, because he made it. It's not that deadly of a disease, actually, unless you
not anymore. Not the way it was in the beginning.
Well, we had Cuomo and a lot of these Democrats forcing nursing homes to take sick people, even some of them sick that were, So I gotta stop sharing. There we go. Taking sick people. I'm gonna play your video, Trinity. I know Genevieve's probably never seen it. Okay, this is very, very good. Actually, can you hear?
Like
okay,
2 years ago.
Yeah,
well, it's
just as important today.
I haven't seen it in years. I'm interested in seeing what I had to say. If you're watching it, I can't see it.
Oh, really? Oh, all right. I'll start it over. Could anyone see it?
Nope, I can't see it either.
Could you hear it?
Nope.
No.
Oh, okay. Let me start it over again. I must have missed a check mark somewhere here.
Well, also, the screen looked different. There we go.
All right. I'm going to try it now. Tell me if you can hear it, okay? I have to hit play like twice.
So you're mad that,
I can hear it.
So you're mad that the economy is booming. But let me ask you.
Can or can't?
Really mad at?
I can.
Okay.
I can. Yeah.
Okay.
You are upset that you are getting everything that you really wanted. But I get why you're mad. You're mad because your Democratic heroes, your Democratic leaders were not able to do what my president was able to do in less than 2 years that your president, your former ex-president, couldn't do in 8. So you're mad that there's more jobs, which means that you're going to have to actually get up off your ass and work because there's no more excuses. Stop being mad because we are winning in life. Trump isn't winning. Republicans aren't winning. America is winning. So who are you mad at? You can't be mad at my president. Because actually, it's my president that, has actually done what your former president wasn't able to do. So you're mad. You're mad because the economy is booming. You're mad because life is you're mad because America's better than it was when Obama was in office. That's why you're mad. Seems like you're more like stupid. Let me explain something to you. The Democratic Party don't give a shit about you. So you mad. Guess what? So am I. I'm mad at the fact that you are so stupid, so blinded, so hell-bent on being a victim, so hell-bent on not doing shit with your life except for getting free shit off the government, that you can't even see how great America is actually becoming. I am mad because you have a lot of these Black celebrities who is downing and against Trump when they, in fact, haven't done shit for your community. But guess what? You've done a lot for them. Oh, you've been buying tickets to their games. You've been buying tickets for their concerts. You've been buying their CDs. Oh, wait, look, show my age. You're downloading their music. You are looking up to people who don't give a shit about you. You're looking up to people who does not have your interest at heart, but only their true agenda. The Democratic Party, the heroes, the leaders that you are looking up to are the very ones that are against the things that you claim to be wanting and fighting for. You can't even see it. Because why? You allow the color of your skin to dictate your political views. Just because you're black does not mean you have to be Democratic. Just because you're black, it doesn't mean that you need public assistance. Just because you're black, it doesn't mean that you need Medicaid. Just because you're black doesn't mean you need welfare. Just because you're black, it doesn't mean you need saving. Just because you are black, it doesn't mean that you are entitled to anything more than what anyone else has. Just because you're black doesn't give you a free pass to scream out racism at every goddamn chance that you get. And just because you are black, it doesn't mean that you are for the black. So I think you really need to get your goddamn priorities straight and open your eyes and recognize that my president, make America great again, Trump, is the reason why there are more jobs. Our economy is booming. There is now peace within the Koreans, as well, people are being released from prison that should not be there. And these people are of, yes, our colored skin. So you don't even sit there and scream that racism shit. You're mad because we didn't go to war like you intended. You are mad because he didn't show that he is in fact racist. You are mad because he showed that a businessman can run this goddamn corporation that's called the U.S. since 1933 that a politician could not do. That's why the fuck you're mad. But let me tell you something, black people. It's time for your ass to get happy. Get so happy that you get motivated to get off the welfare system. Get so happy that you can see now that you can get a job because they're out there. Get happy now because why? There is equality. Stop being fucking mad. Stop being the puppets of the cankerous of the American people called the Democratic and get up and do for your goddamn self. Who gives a fuck about what anyone else thinks? And let me tell you something. Yeah, you're going to have Democratic people that's going to want to come at you because they mad. But guess what, sweetie? You can't touch us on your act and take advantage of the opportunity. Oh, wow. I presented to you in 2018. You're mad. Well, guess what? So am I. I'm mad because you can't even see. You can't even see it. I'm mad because you are choosing not to see it. I am mad because you would rather be a victim than be victorious. And shame on you. Shame on you. Get up and rejoice. Get up and collaborate with the president. You should be mad at the celebrities who have the opportunity to be able to go to the White House and express themselves and throw ideas and give the president their concerns so that he can make shit right. You mad because Trump has the power to do what Obama and presidents before him were unable to do. You are fucking mad at the wrong person. You should be mad at the celebrities that are anti-Trump, and they are so anti-Trump that they don't even want to go into the White House and speak upon your behalf. I don't get it. I don't get it. I am like, I'm flabbergasted. I don't get it. Do you know how stupid you make the black culture look? Do you really get how you guys started? You guys have to stop being so damn mad that you got what you wanted despite who was able to provide it for you. Stop being the pawn of the Democratic parties. Stop being the puppet. Stop being a victim. You're not a victim. You're not a victim. I'm sorry. You're just lazy, overprivileged, and this sense of entitlement. Not. Listen. Be happy that we are actually experiencing peace. Be happy that the economy is booming. Be happy that America has more jobs for the jobless. But most importantly, I think you should really be happy that, well, you're alive and you're able to do something of greatness. You're able to achieve things that you never thought possible. Be happy about that. I'm Nevaeh, and that was my sound off.
Wow.
You like that, Genevieve? Oh, yeah. Genevieve, can you hear it as well? You're laughing at yourself, huh?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
My God.
That's very pertinent even today, even 2 years later.
I think I was mad.
You're laughing at yourself. What'd you think, Genevieve?
I think it was outstanding. I absolutely loved it. I want you to send me the link, and I want to just
Well,
blow it
actually,
out.
I don't have it on YouTube, but I have it on HugeTube, so I can send you that link.
I can message you, Jer. I can message
Oh,
it to you.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
you got it on YouTube. They've taken
that
down the
was-
channel I had it on.
You know what's crazy about that is it applies to today. Exactly what you said, even though you
Exactly the same today. Hasn't changed.
Absolutely, it hasn't changed. So
Yep.
no, I absolutely loved it. It was so authentic. You looked beautiful. I loved the look. I loved the sincerity. I loved the passion. I loved the complete truth that you were spewing.
Yeah, all good points.
It was phenomenal. And
Yeah.
I want it. I want to share it.
Okay.
I'll send Jerry the link.
All right.
Yeah, that was weird watching that.
It was weird. You haven't changed much. You
Yeah.
still look just as young.
Yeah,
Genevieve,
but
you
I
don't believe that she's a grandmother.
Yeah, I did.
What's that?
She's a grandmother.
Oh wow, yeah, no, you look great. You look
Yeah.
great. But you know what? I don't know how old you are, but let's face it.
That's wise.
What's that?
I thought that was very wise. And
Yeah,
and the
I mean,
courage
everything
to say that, because I'm sure you got some backlash.
Oh my God! Yeah, yeah.
Maybe you should tell everyone that you stopped doing this for a little while because of it, right?
Yeah. So, but you know what though? I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, because that was my entry into the political era, into the political arena. You know what I
You
mean?
went all in.
Yeah. So
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I think that was my rendition of escaping the plantation. Because in
Amen.
order to escape the plantation, it takes courage because you're afraid of what can happen if you get caught. So it was like really no different for me escaping the mental, plantation. So doing it that way and getting the feedback that I got, it prepared me for what I'm doing today. So,
Well, you
it's
have a
all
video
good.
out yesterday speaking out against Black Lives Matter, right?
Oh, why I will never support. Yeah. But you know what? I got no negative remarks about that. So that's pretty cool.
Oh. Well, I noticed a lot of Black Lives members are white, actually, white liberals.
Well,
yeah, and that that annoyed. I think I even mentioned that I asked them to stay off of our streets when that's your cause. They have this ideology that the black community are a cause. We're not a cause. We're human beings that are going through things, and we're gonna help each other get through it. We're not a cause. We don't need you to come into our communities, destroying our communities, burning our communities down, looting within our communities. Nah, bro. Nah, we don't need that. We don't need you to fuel the fire. We got this. People like me, we got this.
Well, they can play the
That's how I
emotion
look at it.
pretty well, Emotion.
Yeah, and you know what? They really care. I really believe that liberals care. They have a very, very caring heart. However, they are more emotionally motivated. They're more emotionally motivated more than they are logical beings. So because they are so emotional, they're going to do a lot of things for the same reasons that we do it for, but they're going to just be harmful in their ways of doing it. Liberals, they care, but they don't have the mental stability.
Well, a lot of them are brainwashed in the whole.
And that's why they don't have the mental stability. They don't have the emotional. No, it is. They don't have emotional. Their EQ, their emotional quotient is very, very low. So until an individual learn emotional intelligence, they will always be open to manipulation.
Oh, I agree. And racism just scream that, and you're guilty until proven innocent, right?
Well, you got to understand something. They're living in an echo chamber, so they're using words outside the nature of the word. So they're not using words as they are defined. They are using words as it means to them, and their meaning and their definition are contrast from one another.
I love that, Trinity. Oh my gosh, I've never heard it expressed that way. And that is brilliant. That is exactly what they're doing. They're using words according to what it means to them. And we never know what it means to them because every single individual has a different meaning. And represents something different according to their own mind mapping.
Yes. Yeah.
And that is the inconsistency and the hypocrisy of the whole left, because you never know what, you never know what they mean or what it looks like. So I typically, when they'll call names, I'll say, well, what does that look like to you? What does that mean to you?
I do the same thing. Or better yet, what I love to say, listen, let's stick to the universal definition of what this word is defined as. I don't want, at this point, I don't care what it means to you. You understand? Because it can mean something to you today, and the meaning of that same one thing can change tomorrow. I don't have that ability to retain all that information. So yeah, we're gonna do it real simple, and we are going to use the definition of the word. If you're not going to use the definition, let's change the subject, because I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah, they changed the definition of it. Like everyone's a Nazi now. And they're the ones acting like fascists and stuff like that. So
yeah. Well, I saw someone refer to Antifa as actual fa, because they're the actual fascists. That's what's ironic. They don't even know what
they want to burn books. They want to stop free speech.
They want to basically say, if you don't agree with the way we want you to agree or feel or think, then we're going to come after you. We're going to destroy you. We're going to destroy
cancel culture
you stand for, and they're going to cancel it. Yeah. So
both Ericas, I think, didn't come on because of, well, Erica did come on. She was having internet problems. The other Erica didn't come on because of worrying about where she lives, them doxing her and coming after her. And I had, who was it, on just last week. And he said they slashed his tires. They broke his windows in his car and stuff like that,
For what? For what? Did he have a Trump?
Because he wore a Trump hat. He's a black guy. Delvarius, that's his name. I couldn't think of his name for a minute. Delvarius was on. He's former military. He came out of the store and they keyed his car and all this and that. And then overnight, I don't know, they somehow found his house or something, and they came and slashed his tires and all that to his car.
Wow,
and
that's
you've seen that more than once. You see that out in California, don't you, Genevieve?
Oh yeah, I mean, this is the hypocrisy of the left. Is, again, they want tolerance and they want acceptance and they want everyone to
as long as you agree with them,
right? But yet, when it comes to, if it doesn't match their narrative, whatever that narrative is, and it's always whatever they think is the right way to be. So you either have to believe that that's the right way for you, or that's it. It's out and you're all these names.
Well, I've seen them turn on their own, though. If they don't toe the line and they say something, out of line, they go right after them. There's been college professors that are liberal that have been fired and stuff like that. The one guy with the...
If I may, before I forget, because there were like two things I was going to touch upon, but then I forgot because other things are said. So now, with regards to anti-anything, in order for you to be anti-something, like anti-fascist, you have to become a fascist. Anytime you become anti-racist, you have to become racist. So the very thing that you are anti is the very thing you would have to become. What does that look like? Now, I think Antifa, and I'm just going from based on our inherent our inherent self is that we are at the base love, right? When everything we do literally in the name of love. Now, whether we do it in with courage or we do it, out of fear, love is at the base of everything. Okay, now I may love something different than you may love, and that's where conflict comes into play. So with Antifa, I feel are a bunch of individuals, right, who feel as if they need to protect the underdog. Who are the underdogs? The underdogs are those who are suppressed. Who are the
Well, they think capitalism did that to them.
Hold on. Who are the suppressed individuals? The left. Because the right are the ones who hold all the power. These are the individuals who are miseducated and they're not fully educated. You understand? So they can only do the best with the information that they have at this current moment. If they were able to do better, they would do better, because we always strive for better, because better is better in nature, right? So they don't realize that the very thing that they are fighting against is the very reflection that they're showing us. They really believe that they're doing something good. They really do. They do. The Black Lives Matter people, not the movement. The movement and the people, they have two different agendas, okay?
Yeah.
The Black Lives movement is for financial gain, power, and control. The Black Lives Matter protesters, right, are moving from fear, okay? It's fair, and they love the people in the Black community, so they now feel as if they got to stand up and speak against the boogeyman. You understand? So it's a methodic and strategic process, because the Democratic Party creates the problem by telling the Black folks something is wrong with you, and that is why people are trying to get you. But listen, you vote for us.
Look what happens when you put Antifa in the
you.
Watch what happens when you put Antifa in the URL. It takes you to Act Blue, Joe Biden, to donate. Yeah. Antifa takes you there to donate money to him.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jerry, because Antifa is just an idea.
Yeah, right. According to him, but yet the link, if you put Antifa up here, it takes you to donate to Joe Biden.
I know, and you know what? It's okay, because I really believe that the universal
justice. Break them in millions.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well, now if you go and donate to BLM, it goes to Act Blue, which goes to the Democrat.
Yeah, and if you go to another site, it goes to a Chinese organization. I'm very well aware of that. But what I noticed too is that the universal powers supersede man's control. The universe has a way of working things out. The universe has a way.
You mean like God?
Justifying the unjust. No, the universe. Hell, the law of karma. What goes around, come around. You don't gotta believe in God to believe in that. You know, the universe is a living, conscious thing. Okay, it's a thing, and it moves. That's how come you have the law of gravity. You know, that's a universal law. That's the universe working itself out. You dig? So,
well,
I mean, everything
a lot of countries have fallen to
see,
socialism.
Listen, who cares? My concern is America.
People that live there.
I can't concern. I when I say who cares, I mean, like, it's not affecting me in this moment. There's nothing I can do for them. So,
well, they want world power. That's
okay,
what they want.
Granted,
if America goes down, they will do
I
it.
know it's never going to happen, Jared. America is never going to become socialist, because too many people come from socialist country. Too many people love the idea of capitalism more than there are those who want a handout. There is no need to even worry. People were worried that Hillary was going to win. I knew Trump was going to win. I knew Trump was going to win in 2016.
I'm nervous about this election. When
I'm not even nervous,
Trump should be killing them. They're claiming the polls are all the other way.
Okay, this is why I don't trust the polls. Nobody came and asked me nothing. You understand?
I wonder who the polling.
I don't trust the polls. I don't care about the polls. No one asked me nothing. No one came on my block. No one came in my neighborhood. No one said that they had been polled. So their numbers to me are just made up. You
Yeah.
understand? I don't care about the polls.
Well, a lot of that is a
listen,
bandwagon effect. They figure if it looks like someone's really going to win, more people go to the one that's ahead.
I don't care. I don't care. That's all made up. All of that is malarkey. That's just a distraction. It doesn't even matter. Look at the idea. Really, that's where we're going. 2016, the poll said that Hillary was winning up until the moment it was announced she lost.
Mm-hmm.
That's
well, they're
why
going to try to use
a heart
the
attack and
too.
died. Because why she believed in those stupid polls. I knew that wasn't true. Nobody asked me nothing. So I don't go by polls. I'm going by the rallies, the outcomes, the turnouts. Mm-hmm. I'm going by what I choose to see, which are a whole lot of patriots. I mean, people were lined out at the hospital the day that he was admitted until today when he rode by in a, in their little, what is it called? Caravan, MAGA, whatever the hell. I don't know. When the police, when the president, have a whole bunch of police
Trinity,
cars.
You're in Queens or you're in Flushing? Or?
No, I'm in
okay.
Queens.
So you can vote for my dear friend Elsa there.
Give me her name.
Alyssa Nahom. She's running for state senate. And she said, thinks she's got a chance, 50-50 chance. She's Irish, or not Irish. She's Jewish. So she's Jewish. And she's a walkaway, and she's a big Trump supporter, and actually listening to her is very intelligent. Genevieve, are you still there? We've been talking away without you.
I know, right?
Genevieve, we might have lost
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Listening along. What's it like on the ground? Are you pretty sure Trump's going to win Michigan?
Oh, that's a absolute for sure. I totally agree with Trinity about the polls. Absolutely, ridiculous what the mainstream media tried to do. It's a psychological game too. They try and psych you out. They try and get you nervous. And I remember in 2016, I was actually campaigning for our president in Pennsylvania, and the same thing. I saw Trump signs everywhere, and I would wear my Trump shirts, and I would get thumbs up from the silent majority. Well, now fast forward 3.5 years, and it's like doubled and quadrupled. The signage that I see, the thumbs up, the silent majority. There's way.
Look at the rallies. Look at the size of his rallies.
Yeah,
that says it all. I don't need a poll to see that his compared to Jordan's 10 people and 8 of them are his security. Yeah. Come on, man.
I wish they still had it up on the web. I had a in Michigan, as a matter of fact, Genevieve, I had a Biden rally during the primaries, and the guy's panning the thing now. So don't miss anyone. He's panning the thing. There was no one there. No one there.
Wait, did you see the one? Did you see the one where he came out waving and there was no one there?
Yeah, it's exactly what happened at the rally. There was 0 people there at the rally. They set up this whole big area and there was no one there.
Yeah, he also did a little rally here, and it was a private rally. He went into one of the auto, one of the auto plants. And you had more people that were protesting his rally that were Trump supporters outside than you had inside this little conference room. So it was, it was really kind of sad to be honest.
Bet you were one of the protesters.
Yeah. You know what? Ironically, I was in the Chicago area on my way for the 9/11 event. So there was a day short before I got here. But what I want to comment on is kind of a little bit of what Trinity was saying too, with just the outpouring at the rallies. What you're also seeing is an outpouring throughout the entire United States. You see these Trumptillas, these thousands of boats that are going out on the waterways in many different states. I know Michigan had it, Florida had it. You see these rallies in California. Just weekend after weekend after weekend. You see rallies here in Michigan, just every single, it seems like.
And they are out in big numbers. They are in huge mass numbers. And what I've seen today was, I've seen some today, and the order and civility. I had to put them on my page. It was so nice. The police officers had an easy job that day.
Busy. You could have came on with us. I'm sorry. Finally, the Facebook's working over here. Finally.
Oh, good.
People are commenting over here.
Good.
I can't bring them up on screen like I can with YouTube, but
Where
no,
is it on Facebook?
it's on my page. I tried to share it and they blocked me.
Okay.
Then they were blocking the link, but it's working right now. I can
All right,
see.
share it on my page, Jared.
I can't. It won't let me share anything. You got to
You
come
just
get
said
it.
that, didn't you? I gotta
Yeah.
go get it.
They blocked
I'm
me
on my way.
at 8:40. They blocked me. A little while before I went live, I went to share it one time, and it blocked me. So they blocked me till Wednesday. So that's par for course, right? For 3 days.
Wow.
And it happens all the time. So they can see it if they come to my page. It's just basically what it is. I might be able to get it to you in a link. Oh, Arshel, you're there. Exactly. So, Arshel, can you repost it on my page and then she can see it at the top of my page? Arshel, or Cindy, or Marianne, or who's all up here? I got a bunch seeing it, but it doesn't show it up there. Kizzy, any of you, reshare it to my page and then maybe you can find it there. Or Trinity. I say that better. Pronounce it better.
Yeah.
There you go. So I'm on your page over here, Genevieve. I'm going to share a screen. Tell me which video would be the best to show the audience here, okay? I'm going to actually share audio to them. Right now. Which one of these, you were at different events? Yeah, I'm not going to play a whole hour, but can you see them from there, Genevieve? No? These I take are in Michigan? Maybe you can't hear me. I'm going to play a little bit and sample it.
Good time. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
Well, if everybody would bow their heads and lift their hands to the Lord, I'm going to pray. Father God, we come to you today as a group who loves our country, loves our community. More importantly, we love that we are a nation under God and that we have shed grace upon many, many nations. And we pray that we will continue to have your grace and forgiveness, Father. We pray a prayer of not only repentance, but a prayer of grace, a prayer of healing. We lift our brother Maximus up to you right now, Lord. Jesus Christ died on the cross to deliver us from all disease, all sickness.
Amen.
And right now, I cover Maximus with the blood of Christ. And by the authority given, Satan, you are trespassing on this young man's body, and I command you in the name of Jesus Christ to go. Maximus, be loose. What is loose in heaven will be loosed on earth. And we pray for heaven to fall down on you right now, the Holy Spirit to invade your body and for you to come out of this bondage. We give you thanks and praise, Jesus Christ, for the price that was paid for us.
Okay, she came
And
in.
we
I'm sorry.
receive healing.
Can you hear me?
Yep, you're
Yeah,
back.
we can now.
I didn't know which
Okay,
video to
so-
play.
This
on site.
this was a Second Amendment rally, and this was actually, we were praying for this little boy. This is kind of an offshoot of my activism, but we were just, I just wanted everyone, of, my friends to pray for him. But
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Actually,
That was awesome.
Trinity, YouTube's, a lot of hers are religious ones, right? Trinity?
Spiritual.
There's a difference between that?
Yeah, I can't do dogmas and restrictions. I just need to know action and consequences. So that's the difference.
That's the difference? I know you're religious. So, and that's where the Democrats are losing a lot of people is with religion. You know, a lot of these ones marching we're going F you, Jesus, F you, Jesus, but saying the words, that kind of stuff. That kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Aren't they losing a lot? They got to be losing a lot of voters that way, I think. Most people are. You know, there's some that don't know.
That's why I think, like, us as conservatives should never rally for them to be silenced, because one, now we become them. They don't say what we like. Now we're trying to do exactly what we're complaining about to the doer. That's hypocritical. But, if you let a fool talk long enough, they'll reveal to the world just how foolish they are. So, let them be.
You're just shutting them down from looting and.
Okay, well, again, listen, people are watching. What is our main goal? We want Donald Trump to win a second term. That
Yeah.
is the only
A lot of
thing
these
we really
pedophiles
want.
go to jail.
How we get there is irrelevant. They are helping us win with the looting, with the rioting, and stuff like that. They are helping us win. All we can do as citizens, if you go on my page when you become unblocked, I did I uploaded a video where there were like
I can share to my
30
page. It says
there were 30 Black Lives Matter protesters, and they were not ready. They did not anticipate, and they were so unprepared for the 500 Texans that came out to protect their property. They didn't yell at the people except to tell them, go home. You're not welcome here. But they were on the median, like in the middle of the street, like the little triangle. They were all huddled like a bunch of cattle. You know,
well, they never
like,
do anything when
squished
they're
together.
outnumbered.
They did not know what to do. All they did was just stand there like this with their fist up, you know.
Well, the
but yet
communist
we're
kind.
Hitler.
Black Lives
but we're
Matter people,
Hitler.
this is a communist symbol.
So, you know, people are watching other people take control, take hold of their own communities, and they are inspiring and encouraging and motivating other people to do the same. Trust me, people are watching. The majority of the American people, we are lawful. We are law-abiding citizens who really care about human life. Even though the louder minority may sometimes overshadow the airwaves to drown out our voices, honey, you can't silence everybody.
Well, how communist overthrows work is they weaken down the police to the level where the mob can overrun them, even though it's a minority.
Okay, you know what? I get that, but that's not going to happen. Again, you're talking about things that is never going to happen in the United States today. I don't care what a communist does. I know what they do. They can't touch us. We are the silent majority. The word majority should bring a lot of conservatives to ease in our future for America. We are the majority. They cannot overthrow the majority. They're just the loudest. But
well, we have to educate.
True that. But I would never incite fear to say, this is what's going to happen to America. No, I'm just telling you, this is what this is about, but know that, that's not what we all believe. We are, for the most part, very decent human beings. Very, very caring people.
What did both of you think about Trump taking out the 1619 project and putting in the 1776? The 1619 project, for all the people out there, is where they were teaching people basically to hate America, basically, in schools, and then putting into the original history of the Revolution, Civil War, and all that kind of stuff.
So
Go
what Black Lives Matter was doing is basically saying that American history started in 1619 when the slaves came here, and they were basically, which is total BS, because you can't say that a country started when it wasn't even being controlled by Americans. It was being controlled by the British, which had a completely different system. It did not have a constitution. It did not have a three-tiered government. It did not have a republic. So it is so much misinformation. It is so much anti-Americanism. And the fact that our president now wants to bring back patriotic education, I could not be happier.
Michaela, you made it.
Yes, I'm here. I am so sorry.
It's okay. You're talking away. You missed some good videos. I'll have to watch it later. I already played and stuff like that. We were mainly talking about, you're mostly on Twitter, but you're somewhat on Facebook. I know you hide your real name a bit. I actually said it right this time, though. You're shadow banned a bit, and you get a lot of attacks on Twitter, right?
Sure, every day.
Hold on, before you get started, Jerry, my battery is dying, and I can't connect my charger while keeping this on the.
All right. Well, if you cut out, we'll go on a little bit without you. All right. We'll be sorry to lose you. And you hide your identity because of shadow or doxing, that kind of stuff.
Who, me?
Yes. No, not you, Michaela.
But send it behind
Oh,
my
I'm
Jenny.
sorry.
I'm sorry. Before I go, it was really nice being on your show. It was nice meeting with you, Geneva. And yes, I'm gonna give Jerry the information. Genevieve, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I put the link I have, but it would be better to watch hers on YouTube, her original one. So
yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. Send it to you through Messenger. With that said, enjoy your nights, guys.
Yeah.
Stay magically
Pleasure.
delicious.
Pleasure, Trinity.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, it was.
I didn't get to your Black Lives Matter one, Trinity.
You know what? You can show it when I'm gone.
Okay, I'll show it while you're gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. Later.
All right.
Bye.
Later. Bye bye. So there you are. Michaela. I know you're in Texas there. That's all we'll say. No more than that. Genevieve's up in Michigan. She's saying there's a lot of good, promising things going on there. Latricia just made it. Latricia, I thought I added you to the screen. Oh, we lost Genevieve, but
I'm here.
Oh, okay, it's all blue. Did you want it to be blue?
If you want to put my picture up there, you can.
I can't once you started, probably, but that's okay. No one's showing themselves. Oh, there she's back. Genevieve's back. There she is. She must have lost internet for a while. Latricia's from Blexit, South Carolina, everyone.
Oh, nice.
And maybe you can tell us a little bit about you getting blocked recently when you started doing some things. You had Candace Owens and stuff. You did a video with her, and you had an event in South Carolina. Then you started getting blocked a lot.
Yeah. The last thing I did, I posted something about the Proud Boys, and they didn't like it.
That they aren't white supremacists and all
I
that.
knew them, and I met them in Washington D.C., and they're not bad people.
I met them the last 3 years down there, actually, and they're not white, actually, a lot of them. So they're mostly Hispanic, I'd say, but then there's. What's that?
I said, hold on first. I got to step aside for a second.
Oh, okay. So what's been happening on Twitter, Michaela? You see a lot of the people wishing Trump death there, probably.
Well, today, I think they're more triggered of the fact that he's gonna be okay. They seem pretty upset about it.
Now, is it true that he is really out? And I see he supposedly drove in front of all the people away from the car. Was that him just making an appearance and then go back to the hospital, or did he?
Yeah, because ever since he went to Walter Reed, there's been a whole bunch of support. People waiting outside and singing the national anthem and praying for him and stuff. And he's probably, he even had a video saying that he just wants to go out there and show his face and, just greet them, just thanking them for all their love and support. And so he just hopped in the car with a mask on.
Yeah.
And he just
he thinks of the people.
Yeah, it was like a quick little 10-minute, maybe a 5-minute drive by, just waving. And then he just went back to the hospital. But, liberals are losing their minds on Twitter. Like, oh my gosh, he's going to infect the Secret Service, as if they really care about Secret Service. But
or his family or anyone else,
Yeah, they don't care. It's amazing the stuff that they can find to get pissed off.
They're wishing his death, and then they say all that, right?
Yeah, terrible people.
Well, do you have to do a lot of battles on Twitter and Facebook and all that lately, or has things calmed down from the trolls? I would say.
Oh yeah, I get them. I get them all the time. I'm kind of to the point where I'm just kind of ignoring them. Because I just kind of just scroll past. Every now and then, if it's a real ignorant comment, I might just put them on blast and like retweet them, talk some crap, and but
trigger them.
Yeah, but most of the time I just ignore it because it's at the end of the day they're just saying the same stupid stuff, and I'm not gonna, especially when it's just saying stupid talking points. Why you with the party? Why you with the party that hates you? And I'm like, whatever. I don't feel like going down the whole.
These are promise for someone. I should get you one, Michaela.
What is that?
You know, it's
Can you see
amazing.
that?
I was just watching Breitbart.
Yep.
Right.
Mhm.
And there was this lady on there chanting, your president's going, she was like, where, your president's going to die. Like a little
Die.
old kid.
Couple of them. There was two of them.
And I was like, but the thing about it, they don't know when they wish harm to other people, they dig a hole for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just sad that right now, people are so they have become so vile. It's like what the Bible talks about when God was saying that they call evil good and good evil. And right now they're in a place where now they're in total darkness, and God describes them like a person who has their conscience severed with seared with a hot iron. So right now, they're like in a spiritual blindness. It's like when you and I
Well,
think
they chant "F you, Jesus" when they walk.
I mean, and that's a part of the blindness. It's like I said, when you turn on a light, if somebody's blind, if they're truly blind, you can flip on a light switch. Are they going to see? No, they're not going to see because they're truly blind.
Yeah.
So these people are so far
blinded by their hate,
into their bitterness and their hatred, and the enemy Satan has got a complete stronghold on these people. And what we're seeing is what happens when people just walk away from God.
Yeah. Well, Michaela, down in Texas, I'm seeing the polls say that Biden's ahead. Is that even possible in Texas?
Don't believe the polls.
No, the polls are lying. I mean,
Yeah.
The polls are lying.
They've got them slanted more than they did in the Hillary case, like winning by 7 instead of 3, that kind of stuff. You know,
listen,
I've been seeing Trump yard signs. I've been seeing Trump banners in the windows.
Just look at the Trump rally, and you'll know. Just look at
well,
the
wait a minute. Have you driven past the cemetery? Because that's where they get most of their votes. I'm just kidding.
Listen, we got to focus more on our mission, because if we step aside to look at the foolishness that these people are doing with all the things that they're whining, they're crying, they're kicking up sand, and all the distractions, and that's exactly what they are. You know, if we sit there and pay attention to their distractions, then we won't go toward our goal, because we'll be so busy watching the sand fly up in the air, while over here, you know, better things is happening, but we won't see it. You'll miss it. You'll miss it because you're so busy focusing on what they're doing. I don't focus on Antifa. I don't focus on I saw that lady today crying. I mean, my heart went out to her because I'm thinking, God, you need Jesus. You need help.
They need some education. So, Michaela, how does it become red pill? What's that? Latricia, what'd you say? It cut out.
No, I said they're English.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, it's coming from our schools and our media. Michaela, how did you get red pill?
I think it just one day just hit me like, why don't I like Trump? Like I have, I was never really that political, and I just kind of like, you get the main gist that it feels like the whole country doesn't like Trump. And I was, I'll see the headline like, oh, he did this and that. And I was like, oh man, what a bad person, without even reading anything. But then it just hit me. It's like, he can't be this bad. He can't possibly be this bad. I have more faith in the American people. If he was so blatantly racist, I doubt he would have been president. So,
So did you vote for Hillary last time, or?
No, I didn't vote at all.
Oh, okay.
I didn't either. I couldn't. Yeah. I just couldn't. I mean, I wasn't definitely going to vote for Obama. That just was not going to happen. Definitely wasn't going to vote for
How about Hillary? I call her Hillary. But
Hillary, no. I definitely wasn't going to vote for her. So.
Michaela would know better than me, but on Twitter, there's a lot of people speculating that Trump's kind of deliberately going in hiding because there's going to be a lot of arrests. What are your thoughts on those speculations or theories? Michaela, especially, you read a lot more. Than
I mean, every time there's some big event when it comes to Trump, that's when all those conspiracy theories pop up, and he's doing this because they're gonna be making mess. And I don't really
never happens.
I don't really take that too serious because it never happens. And
but for those who are asking, I'm replaying a lot of the ones I've got on Facebook that are going to be deleted soon by Facebook of shows I did in the past, because I used to do a lot of Facebook and YouTube took me down a long time ago. As soon as Biden got in, took these down, and I kind of partially archive them and then show how similar then was today. So I'm replaying them right now for those who are watching. So I'm going to be doing more of these, and a lot of these people now have been totally banned from a lot of social media, actually, that you're seeing on the screen. A lot of them have been banned or are only on one platform now because they've lost so many, So, all right, back to what I was talking about here. It's very similar to now, what's going on now, and how everything from 2020 has come back since Trump's got back in. They do the whole racist stuff and all that.
It's my whole thing about that is, hey, if it happens, that'll be fantastic. You know what I mean? But
don't count on it.
Yeah, I don't comment on it. I don't really take it too serious because, more than likely it's not really happening. I do believe he was, I believe he, has COVID. And as we all know, at least us on the right, we all know that COVID is not a death sentence.
No.
Your survival rate is very high. I know his age group. He is in that age group that it does affect the most, but he's in great health. I mean, this man does so much. He has so much stamina. I mean, he literally drives to 3 different states in one day. He does hour-long speeches. I mean, I don't even know many 20-year-olds that can do all that. I'm exhausted from just one flight, and so he's in great health. So that's
he doesn't
why.
Sleep much.
No, he doesn't sleep much. So that's probably a little bit why he wasn't feeling that well. Of course, because of COVID a little bit. But I mean, let's be honest. COVID is just a harsher strain of the flu. And because he's fine, you have the left all like, oh my gosh, I don't think he's really sick and blah blah. Because for some reason the media told him that it's a death sentence, because they report every single death and report all these cases to make it seem way bigger than what it actually is.
Isn't it amazing they all caught it at the same time?
Listen, I got a question for y'all. I got a good question for you. Why is it? I mean, I almost was expecting them to say Trump had COVID after the debate. I wasn't surprised.
Well, it stops him from campaigning for about 2 weeks.
I wasn't surprised because I really feel like it was a setup. It was just too convenient.
Some think it was put in that room that they met just before.
I believe they did something. I don't believe he got COVID. I believe he probably got a flu or a cold or something like that, a common cold. I don't care what they did. They was going to call it COVID. He can have just a common cold right now. And what they're going to say? They
seem the same.
Well,
so the COVID test.
They get right. So he's gonna believe. If they say it's COVID, then guess what? How do you prove? So I believe that this was a setup. I believe that and people are gonna disagree with me because some people say I'm just bold enough to say it. That's just what I can see because it's too convenient. Why isn't Sleepy Joe sick? Okay, why
no Democrat is.
And then right now it's just too convenient to try to knock him out the race. They have tried everything. They are desperate. They will try everything.
Well, he was going through those swing states. His tour is going to be through the swing states.
They will try everything, even assassination, to try to get him out of the race. So
they did the mail copies, right? That was dumb to try, though.
I believe it was purposely done. And I don't believe he actually got COVID. I believe he got probably something to make him sick. And if it is COVID, then it was planted.
China virus. Yeah, because everyone's usually checked before they get near them.
It's just too convenient, and it's too timely.
Well, not just that. You know, the fact that so many other Republicans got tested positive as well. You know, it just seems really odd.
Tested positive, right? Tested positive. So to me, you can have COVID on the end of the stick and stick it up my nose to make me sick, because Trump wasn't sick before then.
Well, I got to tell you my story about my sister now. My sister works in a nursing home. So she tested positive, had no symptoms, right? 2 weeks later, she goes in, they test her positive again. 2 weeks later, she goes in, tested positive again. 2 weeks later, tested positive again. It's not possible to have it that long. So she stopped bothering to go. Another 4 times, they would call her. So 8 times altogether, they call the other 4, they called her and told her she was positive, and she never even went into the test. They were just telling her she was positive.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And each one of those are counted as a positive, you know, one of the numbers of the 7 million that supposedly got sick with this.
Listen, my cousin died a couple of months ago, about 2 months ago. So he got hit with a car. Yeah. And you know what they said? He
had the virus. He had the China virus.
He tested positive for COVID. I don't believe that.
So that gets added to the numbers.
You remember they get paid for these. Get paid when people, every time they test somebody for COVID, they get paid for that.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to have the numbers to push the mask, to push the fear, to push shutting down mail-in voting. They want that so they can cheat.
Call me crazy if you want to, but I just believe that it was planted. I believe that they planned this. This was part of the pandemic.
I'll go as far as thinking it's possible. Very possible.
Pandemic.
I don't know what Michaela would say. And I mispronounced your name last time you were on. I'm sorry, the first couple times I mispronounced. I mispronounced your name the last time you came on. I looked at the video and
her name is like my granddaughter. Her name is Michaela.
Michaela. Okay.
Michaela.
Well, I think I called her McKay instead of Michaela. You know, yesterday or last Sunday, I had a panel on, and one of her names she was in Japan. Her husband's in the military. She's a black woman, and her name's Suni, Sooneie, and I was pronouncing it Snooky the first 2 or 3 times I said it. She said, "Can you say my name right?" And I had to look at it closer. For some reason, in my mind, it was coming out Snooky instead of Suni. You know, I'm terrible with names. My hearing and that.
Well, listen, this Facebook stuff. Okay, I'm blocked for 7 days from posting. I am blocked for.
This isn't the first time, though.
No, and this is the about the 4th time in weeks. It's like I'm off a week on a week, off a week on a week. It's like they just keep hitting me for stupid little things. Like I said last time, there was somebody sent me a back page post about the Proud Boys with a picture of them. Let me see if I can.
They don't want your narrative to get out there. They want the other narrative.
See if I can pull up on my phone. They sent me a picture of them with black and white and all that together. And
they don't want that picture up there.
For the poster, they said, "Oh, this goes against our narrative."
And they said it goes against their narrative. They said it goes against their community standards.
Community standards. That's what they said.
Yeah. Oh, I should bring that up.
No. When I go post, I was blocked.
I think you have to write the first time. It goes against their narrative, so that's what they do.
Do you get in much trouble on Twitter or anything? Do they report you a lot there? I know you're bigger on Twitter.
People can be reporting you and saying things like that to them, but I think it's Facebook itself.
Man, I must get lucky because Facebook doesn't really mess with me too much.
Well, you don't do a lot on Facebook, do you?
Not much. I'm trying to be
doing a lot of stuff for when you start doing a lot of political stuff. That's when they start to hit you.
Well, you do a lot of Alexa stuff. They don't like you posting Candace speeches and stuff because that's red pilling people.
I don't have a problem with that. Posting anything about Candace, I don't have a problem.
Well, they probably don't pull you down for that, but they try to find something else because they know you're doing that. You know what I mean?
It's when I did political. I posted things about the candidates, and I was saying they say I can't say anything about voting. I was telling them get out and vote and go to the poll. Do not, vote in person and do not vote at the do either absentee or vote in person. Do not do mail-in ballots. They got me for
that's
that.
what you were saying, yeah.
Yeah, they got me for that.
They didn't like that, huh?
They don't like. I was telling the truth. You don't need to do mail-in ballots. You need to do either absentee because it's accounted for, or either go in person. And I said go in person if you had to crawl. They said that, and they didn't like that either.
Well, I'll show you why you shouldn't do the mail-in ones. This is, I guess, military ballots out in Arizona. Let me show you if you can see that. Can you see that picture there?
Oh yeah.
All these ballots dumped.
I mean, and then you tell the people that, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. You finish with that. I went to my cousin's birthday party yesterday. He had a birthday party, and I got attacked as soon as I got there. Oh, look at the Trump voter showing up. My family members, they were like bashing me, just saying stuff about Trump and all that stuff, and
Your family's still Democrat?
Most of them are, yeah.
Wow.
They don't know.
I thought you were able to red pill them, maybe. Good luck.
Some
people
listening. I think people are coming around because they know better. I know they got to know better. They're just hardcore. They're so used to believing what they believe, But it was just one family member that was doing that.
Mm-hmm. Did they ever get to the snowflake level where they almost have a tantrum and
no,
nothing like that?
Just I'm trying to find that. I'm
trying to find something too. So, have they ever taken anything down on you, Michaela?
On Facebook?
Yeah, and Facebook or Twitter.
No, I've honestly been extremely lucky, especially on Twitter. I did get suspended for like 7 days, 6 days.
I don't know if y'all can see this, but this is what I posted.
Hold on, I'll stop sharing screen for a second. Let me see.
Let me see if I can get. It's still going. Oh, let me see if I'll try to get as big as I can.
Okay.
And this is what I posted. Oh my gosh, y'all ain't gonna be able to see
angle. There you go.
Yeah.
You can't go live. You were telling everyone you can't go live. Yeah. I
put the picture I posted about the Proud Boys.
Oh, I can barely see that. I did see your post at the time. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to make that bigger. Can you see? Oh,
well, you don't have the original. Oh, there you are. Who are the boys? Yeah. Yeah. Hold it still. Don't move around. Yeah, I can see. It looks like about half and half.
It's who people calls white supremacists.
White supremacists, yeah.
And then let me see if I can get it closer. All right, I gotta angle it right, and I'm coming. And this is what they did like me posting. So they blocked me for that.
Yeah. Now what is wrong with that? That's how that's against the standard.
And they said, "Oh, you can't go live for 60 days now." This okay, why can't I go live? This was a post.
Yep.
This was not a video.
You might go live and talk about it.
Some videos
because I'm going around it this way, but yeah. So
and now they know they can try to block me for elections, right? So I can't go live.
Michaela, I bet you could get away with posting it because they watch certain accounts. I think, once you're on the radar.
Yeah, maybe I can post it.
Look, you can't go live for 60 days. 60 days, come on. Because I posted a picture.
Well, that's past the election.
Right, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to block me from the election.
Doesn't matter if you say it after that.
Guess what? I go around that though.
Now everyone heard about Omar's vote mining with Project Veritas.
Did y'all hear? Are you going to say what I think you're going to say?
Well, I'm going to show a picture that's kind of funny.
She was paying people to do ballots.
Yeah, right here she is. Can you see her inside the mailbox with all the ballots and the money and stuff like that?
Jerry, I think I sent you and you need to check your thing. I sent you a video with her paying people to collect ballots.
That was on Project Veritas. The problem with me playing a bit of that video, I'm worried about copyright issues. But I know which one you're talking about.
Did you see the one I sent you?
Yeah, I probably did. I had already seen it all over YouTube too.
If you saw it,
Gail, you must have seen it on Project
no,
Veritas,
if you
right?
saw it, you would be talking about it right now.
Yeah, I've seen it. There's actually 2 videos they made of it.
Okay, tell me about it.
Well, basically, they had this. I guess he was a Muslim guy out there, and he was bragging about having hundreds of them in his car, and how they're going into knocking on doors, and going into nursing homes, and getting all the elderly's votes and filling them out for him. Basically, paying them money to get the ballot from them. They're buying the ballots.
They were paying the people
for the ballot.
Yeah. And then what they do is unopened, and then they take it, and then they
got a lot of money. I tell you that.
Yeah, he got basically getting a lot of rich off of collecting it from his community ballots that was mailed to them, so they could put her name to steal the election.
Oh yeah, well they're buying the election basically there. Okay, I'm going to play a video, and this is John Roberts there saying about him being a racist. He wouldn't answer the question, and then there's video of him just a year before saying that Trump had answered that question about a year before that. Okay?
Oh,
okay. All right. I don't know if you've seen this one. It's made up to be funny, actually. So tell me if you can hear it once I start playing it. Here we go. I gotta turn the volume on.
Any questions? It was significant, though, that we saw the president come out and strongly condemn racism, bigotry, and white supremacy. His daughter
2019, he's saying
had a tweet out yesterday in which she strongly condemned white supremacy, saying that hate in all forms has to be stopped. We were wondering if the president was going to echo those sentiments today, and indeed he did. You heard your previous. For all of you on Twitter who are hammering me for answering that, for asking that question, I don't care, because it's a question that needs to be asked, and clearly the president's Republican colleagues a mile away from here are looking for an answer for it too. So stop deflecting, stop blaming the media. I'm tired of it.
All right. John Roberts is tired.
So had you seen that before?
No.
So basically a year ago, he had already they'd been asking the same questions, and he'd answered it before. He actually did in the debate. He was saying, "Sure, I condemn them."
Do y'all realize that those questions were not questions for what was?
They're accusations.
There were accusations. There were accusations in the form.
You don't answer it just right.
So how is that debate questions when you're accusing the person of doing something? And he was kept passing back and forth accusations against one or the other, trying to cause a fight. It looks like, I don't know, back in the day when people used to go to school, and then if they wanted 2 people to fight, they would, try to provoke one against the other. So they would take sand and get a handful of sand and put it in between the 2 of them and throw it up on one of the person's face. They would hit their own and throw it on the person's face, and the person would think the other person did it.
Yeah, or do something from behind and then get out of the way.
Yeah. So they would hit their hand and throw the sand up, and they'll think that one of the other party did it. That's how they psych the people mind up to fight. That's what he.
Michaela, on Twitter, have you seen much of Biden's saying, the N-word and different things like that in his comments in the past?
Yeah, he's always made racial. Honestly, Biden, he doesn't respect the Black community. You can tell he doesn't.
If there was Trump, that'd be all over the place, right?
He doesn't even like us. Listen, when he came to Charleston, and they were mad at me because I went to he went to the community center here, and I went there. So because I was Black, he thought I was just for him. So when he went,
you're not Black if you're not for him. Remember?
He did. He was lying when he was here. He was telling people that there was people in tents on the side of the road, and I'm like, where are they?
Well, that sounds like California.
And then when he left out of the building, he was running for his car, literally running to get in his car, and they were chasing him out the door.
He didn't have much support even amongst the blacks there, huh?
And then they got him in the parking lot and they stopped him there and started getting.
Well, you know, South Carolina saved his primary, though, right?
Out of that building in a split second.
You know, South Carolina saved his primary, though, right?
Huh?
South Carolina saved his primary. Who was that guy that helped him in South Carolina get the black vote? I forgot who he is, but
I don't know how they did that, but I believe it was rigged.
You believe it was rigged? Because that was like a steamroll on Super Tuesday after he won that, then the other ones fell.
That Biden getting.
There's some power broker in South Carolina that can get you the black vote. He's a tall black guy, older. I can't think of his name. Someone.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. He's real dark skin.
Yes.
Yeah.
White hair, dark skin.
Yeah. Yeah. A racist.
He doesn't hurt people. So now since you've been conservative, Michaela, are you getting a lot of racial comments from the left?
Every day.
Every day? So like what? Mostly on Twitter. And that,
I get called coon. Uncle Tom. They send me that tap dancing meme.
Which one's that? I haven't seen that.
I don't get any of that. I don't get any of that.
You don't get any of that?
Nope, I don't even get.
Well, part of that, you've been conservative for quite a while now, right?
Who?
Latricia. It's been
Oh
conservative
yeah,
for a while.
Yeah, and I've been doing this since Obama. I've been talking out against all this stuff before Obama became president. I was on. I was never video. I would just talk out through text. So I believe some of the things I was talking about, I probably would have went viral if I had the videos. Listen, I saw Candace Owens come out. I saw the 4Js come out. I saw David Harris come out.
After you, though.
I saw Peggy. I saw all of these guys come
Peggy
out.
Hubbard? I'm friends with her.
Peggy Hubbard, all of them. She came all around almost about the time me and her was on there together, but she did videos. I did not. So
I don't know where they are now.
Yeah, so when all those people were coming out, I was out there talking against Obama before he even became president.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. And there is a lot of people that voted for because of
come out. I was happy, and I was like, "Whoa, there's somebody else talking like me."
There you go. Michaela, how long have you been red pilled?
Probably about a little over a year now.
A year? Oh, cool.
Yeah, about maybe a year and a few months.
So you're definitely very active on Twitter and strong into your views. I found a lot of people that have been red pilled are actually some of the best conservatives because they.
I got 8+ years on her.
A few years on it.
8+ years.
I think she's afraid of being doxxed. Actually.
Well, it's once you get rid of when I started doing my research on Trump and started realizing
you're lying,
that they're lying, and I felt really bad for him that he's practically being bullied.
And the world.
He is being bullied.
And then I'm seeing all my friends, they're able to just talk crap about Trump. They could be loud and proud about the hate for Trump. And I'm like, so why can I be loud and proud and support Trump? So, one day I just decided to just be vocal about how I feel about certain stuff, and, lost some friends, had some arguments with some people, but,
I mentioned the conservatives accepted you pretty quickly and treated you well, I bet.
Yeah, conservatives are so love and support. They don't look at me as, a black girl. They just, With the left and Democrats, they see is a black girl, and because I'm black, I have to be. I'm supposed to be Democrat. I'm supposed to vote for Biden. Supposedly, Republicans hate me, the racists, which is completely untrue. They are the most conservatives and Republicans are some of the nicest people that I've met. They've been very welcoming, and
I was able to meet Latricia.
And that's one thing I really love about my followers is that whenever they do see somebody talking to me crazy, just being racist, they attack them and defend me to death. And that's just awesome. And most of them are white, you know. They see racism and they call them out. So
there's more racists on the left, I think. To be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, Johnson will have these
liberals.
N-words voting for us for 200 years. I hope it's not 200 years. It kills me all the time being called Nazi and white supremacist and this and that, and it bothers me. I'm sorry,
Well,
but it bothers
basically,
me.
everything they are and everything they do, they just project onto the right.
Yeah.
They're the fascists. You know, they're the ones playing a Nazi handbook.
They call it. I call it flipping the script.
Flipping the script.
Yeah.
It's a tactic, actually.
Yeah, it's a tactic. All they do is they say you are what they are.
I've done this before with this guy's stuff. So I'm going to try to show you something that's real funny mostly for the people out there. Maybe you guys have seen this, but it's really what YouTube is. For those that joined late, I'm replaying a lot of my Facebook interviews and panels that I did, because they're about to delete all of those coming up like June 1st. So it's going to take me a little while to play a few of them, and that some of the better ones, I think, that I did, and they're about 4 to 5 years old. 2020, leading up to election, so about 4.5 years ago. So anyways, pre-Antifa and all that thing happening to me, and that was a little bit before that. Some of them will be a little bit after that. So hopefully you enjoy it. It's a lot like today, what's going on today, and a lot of these people that I had on have lost, all of them had lost their accounts after that. So they're hard to get a hold of now. It's really and Facebook and all those other ones. But this guy is funny, and he does little skits. All right, so I'm gonna share a screen and show it here. So, and you can talk during it if you want. So,
hi, you just censored my video. Sure,
I love this guy.
Hi.
He's supposed to be at YouTube
guidelines.
Yeah, no, I love him.
Community guidelines. Could you be more specific? You violated our community guidelines. Could you be a little more specific on what I did? You violated our community guidelines. That doesn't tell me anything. Let me put it to you this way. You violated our community guidelines. My video wasn't hurting anyone. I don't understand why you would censor. You just censored my video. Sure. Oh, right. It says here you violated our community.
Yeah, no, I love him.
Community guidelines. Your community. Could you be more? Not our community.
Communism.
Lincoln, you've been censoring doctors sharing their valid medical opinion. You've been banning their videos too. Why? Well,
see behind him back there? It's communism. They crossed out the ST and put in T, like community.
Medical expertise violates our community guidelines. But you guys aren't doctors. Yeah, we're not. Then why would you censor what doctors have to say? Because we control speech. You think you can control speech? No, not at all. We do control speech. Why would you want to do that? Because we have community guidelines, and it's important that the community only speaks what's in alignment with the community guidelines. Otherwise, we'll censor the community for the community's own good. It's like communism without the cold weather, but that infringes on freedom of speech. Oh no, not at all. Our community is free to say what we tell them they can say, but that's not freedom of speech. It is according to our community guidelines, but not according to the Constitution. We don't have to abide by the Constitution because we're a private enterprise. You're a monopoly. Thank you. There's got to be a reason why you're doing all this. Censoring speech, banning videos by doctors talking about hydroxychloroquine, censoring anything about the coronavirus that doesn't perfectly align with the mainstream narrative. What's the reason? Oh, a reason? Yeah, absolutely. We don't want Trump reelected. What?
Finally, why would you just say it?
We decided to ban anything that doesn't support the left's perspective.
What do you think? Gotta play a little bit of that.
He is always on point. I'm actually subscribed to him on YouTube.
That's true.
Yeah.
I happen to get a few of them now and then. I don't see them all, but yeah, he's on point. That's on point. That's exactly what it is. It's exactly right. If you're not doing I should show you my email. It'll take a while for it to get it up. But
yeah,
how many YouTube videos are taken away For me, 4 channels in 6 weeks. 4 YouTube channels. They're taken away.
Well, all I did is post a picture of the Proud Boys.
Yeah.
Real Proud Boys.
Just the picture that goes against their narrative, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to share a screen on this. And this is my YouTube. I don't know how well you can see it, but how many your video was removed from YouTube. Your video was removed from YouTube. I got hundreds and hundreds of these. And some of them are age restricting if it's not a message they want. If it's age restricted, you got to have a YouTube channel to see it, you know? So on and on and on and on it goes. YouTube is taking them down, hundreds and hundreds of them, of videos. So
that's why we need another platform. I don't know why there's no
time to do
well,
that.
yeah, no, it won't be enough for election time, but just in general, like, I don't know why the left has so many millionaires and billionaires that's buying up all these social media platforms and stuff. What is Republicans doing?
Indoctrinated in the
do we not have any billionaire Republicans? How come there's no one?
If we get another platform, who are we going to be talking to ourselves?
Well, yeah, that's partially true, but someone come over.
That's the problem is, how are you going to reach if we just get a circle with ourselves and also?
Well, we don't want to get blocked though and banned.
Well, no, you have another platform. You just don't make it a big deal that it's for conservatives. You just open on the platform, and make it trendy, make it accessible for everybody. But just have the person who actually owns it be conservative, who would appreciate freedom of speech, and won't be banning everybody. We just need an alternative.
A Parler. I already know 30 conservatives.
But see, the reason why Parler is not working out is because that is known for a conservative, safe place, and that's not going to work.
It's not though. I already know about 30 that have been banned from there.
But again, you're still going to be only talking to yourself. It's like you're the preacher and church, and your whole family is the audience.
Well, we got to have some place to network though.
Hold on, you said there's conservatives that's banned on Parler?
Yes, at least 30 already. Then you can't go live on Parler. They've got control of all the ones that you can go live on. I'm on YouTube, which is definitely conservative. It's a Utah Gun Exchange tube thing, but the government will not allow them to have the rights to go live on it. They have the technology to, but they won't let them because they'd be a challenger to YouTube, So that keeps a lot of people that make their money and their living from going live off from there. And then they do stuff to like Diamond and Silk where they put it at 7%. So they're cutting down the money they would get and the views. And actually, if they were at 100% of the views, they would actually trend more and they'd even get more views than they're getting now, even more at the 100%. So it's definitely, and can you see that it's gotten worse since you've gotten closer to the election? Like the new rules on Facebook. You've seen the new rules on Facebook, right? Where they're basically saying they can take down anything they want, basically. Anything they deem necessary to take down. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Did I lose everyone?
No, that's what I'm saying, that we need an alternative.
Well, it's got to be one that you can go live on. And none of the platforms that are conservative back up. I'm on Mimes and MeWe, but you can't go live there. You got to be able to report what's going on in the street when it happens. A lot of these things that's going on in Portland, right here in Rochester, when we were in DC. That was a little wild near the end in DC, wasn't it, Latricia?
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah. Maybe you could tell everyone what happened exactly.
That is one experience I will never forget, being trapped outside with Antifa, yelling at you and screaming at you and threatening you. And oh my God.
Scary.
Yeah, we basically got blocked. We were going to go back to Harry's, and we basically, when we got there, the police had the place surrounded, and we were blocked out.
On the outside with Antifa.
Calling themselves trying to block Antifa from getting into the area.
Because they would have trashed the place.
Right. But when we got there from the event, from the 4th of July event, they were outside there. And so we walked up there and the police wouldn't let us in. So
Not at first, yeah.
people
Eventually,
standing there right in front of us, yelling at us, calling us names, and it was just not good. I mean, it was really bad.
we should say what happened during the fireworks, actually, or as the fireworks were about to start.
When the police
At the
rushed,
Washington Monument.
when the police rushed in there and protect Antifa.
We got in between us, and then didn't Black Lives Matter come in first, and then Antifa right behind them, right?
Yeah.
And then when it got dark and everything, they were in people's faces and yelling at them and all that. I don't know if you engaged any of them at all, or did you go live during the time?
The only remember when we were standing outside, that guy called me out, and he was like, "Hey, you black lady, why are you out here?"
Oh, really? Yeah. It was obvious with
because I want to.
She had her Trump dress on.
And I said, I want to, and I had my Trump hat and whole gear on it. And I said, I want to. And then he was out cussing me out and saying everything. And I said, Jesus love you. And he got so mad.
They don't want to hear the name Jesus.
It looked like blood was out of his eyes. He was mentioned the name of Jesus. He was furious.
They knocked. I showed this earlier. See my lens. They knocked my phone out of my hand and stuff like that while we were there. And then Antifa, that wasn't Black Lives Matter. While we were at the National Mall type thing, I was live at the time and knocked it out of my hand. And I don't know where you were at the time exactly. Could you see me from where you were? Because I ended up getting next to a little black guy.
We got lost at one point when we were in the field. We all got separated.
Yeah. They were getting in between us and stuff.
It was
Yeah, and it was dark too. It got dark.
And my phone went dead.
Oh, your phone went dead?
That's why
mine recorded. It was recording, but it was recording black after the lens got broke.
I went and bought one of these, so my phone.
Oh yeah, you kept borrowing mine. That was a good presentation with all the planes and everything, though, right? During the Trump speech and stuff. We weren't close enough really to see it, but then they had to go and ruin. They come in and ruin fireworks, and a lot of people had a lot of little kids there and stuff, and they came in there. I thought that was totally wrong of them. I'm sorry. So, I don't know. Michaela, do you ever go to any events or rallies or anything?
No, because I'm a coward.
You're afraid of what?
I'm afraid of BLM. I'm afraid of Antifa. Even though I'm in Texas, even though I'm in Dallas, so I don't think anything like that would really happen.
You need to meet Hawa.
She lives near you.
I need to meet her.
I'll bring up her page. Hold on,
okay.
I'll show you her.
You need to befriend her, and y'all need to start talking. Y'all close, and you'll never be afraid again. I think you.
She's not very big either.
Well, fear, I think, is support, like being with other people like-minded.
Yeah, no, and trust me, I see these events on Twitter because always, it's always instant, and I wish I could be out there. I wish I could be more active on the scene.
Yeah.
You're afraid of them physically harming you or taking your job or?
Physically harm me. Yeah, because I have 2 small kids, and I just, just things are getting crazier and crazier, and I just don't want to be in the wrong place.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, that's what they want. They want the fear,
I don't go look at the Trump. I don't try to walk into them.
All right, I'm gonna bring up a picture of her I had on my page. Actually, this is what she was wearing that night. Actually, let me show Michaela. Can you see it?
That's cute.
She's not a very big person.
Wow.
Yeah, she went right in the middle of everything too, though. So if you don't show them fear, a lot of times they won't do anything. It's when you show them fear. When you start like walking away and walking faster, and they start following you and chasing you, and they're like a pack of dogs. Actually, if you get right up close and in their face, a lot of times they'll back down. The other ones will tell them move on. They'll start moving on, that kind of stuff. Actually. You had some down.
I'm definitely gonna go to the next Dallas, Texas event, rally or march.
You should go to a Trump event.
Y'all just had
friends
today, right? Or today or yesterday? They had I know who's there. That guy that sings "Let's Worship." He's in Dallas right now. In fact, he was there tonight, I believe.
Oh, is he?
I'm not sure who you're speaking of.
Let's Worship. He's that guy that goes around. He does these worship protests. He call them because the only way he can do it is call it a protest.
Mm-hmm.
And they're huge. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Okay. Well, you're part of Blexit, so you could find out if there's anything happening in Texas, right? For Blexit.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Why don't you join Blexit? You'll be with everybody.
How do you join
bigger group?
Blexit?
Blexit. You know Candace Owens.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm a part of Blexit with Candace Owens. I'm the advisor. And we have a state director. We have but you can become a member of that. That way you'll be group with us. Like when we do things and stuff like that, we do things together
as a group.
As a group.
That would be awesome. That would really be awesome.
Listen, I'm gonna get your information, and we're gonna sign you up for Blexit.
Well, I don't have her phone number or anything. I just have connection with
a lot of
Facebook.
people. You're gonna have a lot of like-minded people. But I want to show y'all this. This was going on, and
let me take this down. Okay.
See if I can find it. I was just listening to it tonight.
So have you met Candace Owens?
Oh yeah.
I have briefly. I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When we went.
Well, you just had her down to your event that you were in South Carolina, right?
Yeah, but I didn't meet her here. We didn't get to see her there when she was out. We actually had that event here in South Carolina, the Greenville event. That was our event. When I met her is when we went to Florida, to the Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know you're friends with her, like on Facebook or something.
Yeah, I got a picture with her.
You talked to her through Facebook and stuff, right?
I'll see if I can find that too, but I want to show you this guy.
Okay. Actually, if you can send the link in private chat, I can bring it up.
Okay, hold on.
I can bring it up as a full page thing.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna find. Here he is, right here.
Okay.
So
copy and paste it.
Yeah. Hold on. I just need to. Oh dear. Let me go back.
Let me copy and paste there. I think you got to send a Facebook message. Sorry.
It says remove this notification. Save. Oh no. Okay, wait a minute. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to copy it.
Yeah, just send it to me in Facebook message.
It won't let me copy and paste it. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's see if I
can you forward it in message?
I'm trying. It won't let me. Give me a second.
Okay.
No, it's not giving me that option to. Wait a minute. Oh, I got it. Copy a link. Copy. And I'll send it to you. Let me go back.
You sent it to me in Facebook?
I think I can do that. They might let me do that. I might can.
Just share a message, private, that kind of stuff. How long you were on Twitter first, right, Michaela?
Yes.
Facebook? Okay.
No, I was on Facebook first.
Okay. It seems like you're a lot busier on Twitter than Facebook, though.
Yes, I am. I was on Facebook. I don't really use that much.
I just sent it to you, Jerry.
Okay.
But anyway, he was just in Texas today. And this guy does a worship rally like you wouldn't believe. And there's thousands of people out there. And he's baptizing people and everything all in one day. And he goes around from state to state. He's going to be in Washington, D.C., I think, next month.
Mm-hmm.
But
what do you think about him shutting down all these churches, all these states?
You know what I think about that.
You think it's deliberate, right? I'm trying to get this in large.
The churches got to not be cowards, and they need to open.
Did you ever that video I sent you from Lynette last week, where she was talking about Antifa coming and they were trying to open up their church and stuff like that? What'd you think of that? Did you get it and post it and all that, or didn't they let you?
You talking to me?
Yeah. Remember Lynette's thing when she was talking about the churches and she was there to defend it, and Soros busts in a bunch of Antifa.
I think I did post that during that time.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if they did.
Did you get it? Did you get the link?
Yes, I'm ready to bring it up if you want. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Do it. I wanted to see this.
All right.
It was up there. This one was in Texas.
Wait a minute. the check mark popped out on the sound. Hold on, I gotta start over. I seen it pop out. Here we go. Okay, let me get on the right tab. There we are.
Yeah, he is awesome.
Sounds on. I'm not hearing anything though. Are you hearing anything?
No, I'm not hearing anything.
No? Why isn't this sound working? Volume's up here, volume's there. 100% there. I'm not getting any sound from it.
Yeah, I don't know why, but
let me fast forward a little ways. Sometimes that works. No?
For some reason, I'm not getting any sound either. And I just played it. It was just on. Sounds on.
Yeah, I'm trying to go a little bit further. Oh, I thought I heard something for some.
Yeah, it's not making a sound.
It's not. Facebook playing with us again?
Apparently. Oh, here it
There we go.
That's yours or mine?
It's cutting out a lot.
Okay, we speak revival. Revival, revival. First
Fast forward a little bit to you. And see the
What's that?
Fast forward a little bit.
all over the world.
Okay.
If you see a female or a group of females, they're hunting you. All right, so come on, ladies. We're going to lift this up one more time. We're going to sing this Never Gonna Stop Praising.
Your hands are in the air. They are working.
We're going to make a roar like this hillside has never seen before. Has never heard.
And the reason why he did this was because they shut the churches down.
Yeah, that's why he's doing it outside. You see him getting arrested on the beach, kind of. Oh, you're playing it on your end. Okay.
Go a little further. Go a little further. You see the people worshiping.
Okay. Further yet?
No, go back a little bit.
Michaela, are you very religious or not really?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So how do the left think they're going to get the vote by F you Jesus and taking God out of the Pledge of Allegiance when they did the Pledge of Allegiance and
well,
things like
unfortunately, a lot of Christians they turn a blind eye to what's going on in the Democratic Party.
Well, some of them don't even realize that. They don't get told by the national media that this is happening. You know, they don't realize that.
You know what the problem is? The problem is the word you use, religion. Because there's a difference between true righteousness and Christianity and religion. And a lot of people right now on the left are religious. You know, they call anything a god. You know, you can have a Satanist church. You can have any kind of church. And the people now go to church, but they don't learn anything. They're not taught truth. You know, in fact,
they have some of these pastors in their pocket.
Right now, the black churches are teaching people it's okay to with the Democrat stuff. They're actually not telling people the truth. A lot of them, and a lot of them is actually going along with this voter fraud stuff inside the church. So it's in the church.
I don't know if you agree, Michaela.
Camilla Harris, and this is true. She one of the people on our board. I can't call name because I can't call what it is, but actually they had like a Zoom when all the stuff was going on, and she came in on the Zoom encouraging the churches. The black churches now they're doing this through the back door. So a lot of the churches are teaching their members that they're teaching them racism basically. Yep. And you know I'm telling you, right here, Michaela, you hear it in church, right?
Yep.
In the black churches, and that's what's happening. And Camilla Harris was coming in through the black churches and was talking to the people through Zoom, and they were trying to get rid of Tim Scott and Lindsey Graham.
Why? Well, because they're Republican, I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. And they did this to a church, mostly AME churches.
You think that'll work?
It's been working because, you know, the people believe their pastors. They think their pastor is God. So whatever the pastor say, they believe. You know, so that's what's happening in a lot of black churches. The pastors are crooked. They're not teaching the people the truth, you know, and they're passing.
But you know, at this point, you really shouldn't. I don't know how people are even fooled at this point. You know, if you just research and just use common sense to see what a certain party stands for, then you will clearly see that Democratic Party doesn't stand for Christian values.
Well, that's why social media is trying to shut us up.
They really don't want. They want to believe this narrative. They want to believe their pastors. They're so full of hate. They're so full of
emotionally moved.
They're so full of revenge until they really want to believe the lie. They choose.
Well, see, and that just proves that they're not being taught what's even in the Bible, because in Revolution, and not Revolution, in Evolution, it says, it says, you know, as we get more towards the end of the days, there's going to be more and more pastors coming up. They're basically going to be wolves and sheep clothing. Yeah, false prophets, all that stuff. So if your pastor is telling you stuff that is clearly not of Christian value, then you need to start thinking for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I know some people right now, they call themselves ministers and pastors and stuff like that. And how could you be a minister and be so blind?
They're deceived.
How are you hating and you're a minister? How are you teaching?
Shouldn't vote for the left for the reason you just recently did a video on this. I didn't put it up on YouTube because I'm a little worried about them giving me a strike before I went live. I'll do it after. Here, I'll show you. This is one of your videos, Latrice. I want to show the whole thing, but it's a very good one. Right here. Do you remember this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, so I'm back, and I don't know what happened there, but I'm telling you, my phone went bonkers. It just completely shut down on me. It was blinking, flashing.
Oh, I'm gonna fast forward.
Look at your birthday cake. I had this birthday cake, and I'm gonna do it all over again just because. Within and my little zero is halfway, almost all gone. But this is the birthday cake for the unborn. As I said earlier, when I woke up this morning, God told me to buy a birthday cake. He told me to go out and buy a birthday cake, and I said, "Birthday cake, Lord?" And He said, "Yes, go out and buy a birthday cake for the unborn, for the unborn fetus." And I want you to share this.
Well, there's some parts in this video that
now it might not mean nothing to a lot of people, but this means everything to me. This little birthday cake right here, you know, because it represents a child that's never been born. They never had a chance to have a birthday. They didn't get a chance to do that because somebody took their life. And as I was showing you before, the website that you can go to and you can look, and some people don't realize that abortion is taking a life. It's actually ending the life of an unborn child.
They don't realize that most places are in black communities.
You know, I know the enemy didn't want exactly. Most of the abortion places are, and you can see the other part when that
biggest killer of blacks is abortion.
But I'm back, and I'm going to show this. I'm going to show this because people.
I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
You're voting to when you go to the polls and you're voting to take a life. You're voting to end a life. This is what you take. You're agreeing with. When you pull that for voting at the voters registration, and you put that button that said, "Did you going to come in agreement with that party?" This is what you come in agreement with. And like I said, I'm gonna turn this around. This website is a website where you can go here, and it's like a ministry. And if somebody has had abortion or didn't understand what they were doing,
first off, you didn't have the table together today.
Thing in here because I don't know what happened to my phone. I thought my phone had died, but that wasn't the case.
You didn't take out the trash today.
You know, so you can go to this.
No, you take out the main trash.
It's a ministry, and it'll minister to people, you know, about abortion, and let people see what it really is. As I was saying before, this is a life that was taken too soon. This child never had a chance to have a birthday cake. It never had a chance to have a birthday or somebody to sing happy birthday to. His life was taken in the womb. You know, and this little gallery shows you different children. This is a unborn child that was killed in the second trimester through abortion. This is little Malachi that I was talking about earlier. Little Malachi was found, it says here, go back to that. He was found, the little baby Malachi was found frozen in a jar with 3 other little children at an abortion clinic in Mill in Texas, Dallas, Texas, on February 1993. This little baby, Malachi here, he never had a chance to get a birthday. Never. He was taken out of the This is human. There's parts here. He was pulled apart out of the womb piece by piece. And then this is what they put him back together to look and find out, make sure they got all the parts out of the room. The women don't know what they've done when they do you actually the life of your own child. And I want to show you this video again. I'm going to try to play this. Hopefully my phone won't be mean to me this time. And
might not be able to watch
people
all
don't
of this.
realize. Look at this. This is legs and body parts. This is an actual abortion. This little person is still moving. It's been taken out of the womb and put in a bowl. He never had a chance to have a birthday. Little legs and little body parts, little faces. This is heartbreaking. And this is what we fight about. This is what it is about when we're saying we stand against abortion. This is what it's about, guys. Look at this. If that's not a person, if that's not a human being, even though it's in many pieces, I don't know what you call it. But this ugliness is what people need to know. This is hidden from us. These little people are torn apart. Their life is taken.
Okay, I'm worried about. What's that? Oh, I think we're hearing Michaela. I'm trying to minimize this.
We're hearing something. I don't know what that is.
I think it's Michaela. I mean, it might, but I won't know when she's back. Otherwise, you remember doing that one about a week and a half ago?
That was hard to watch.
It's hard to watch again.
Yeah.
If I play too much of it, I'm worried about YouTube. They're probably going to give me a strike for this. We'll see. But I wanted to wait until we were able to do the live, and then they take me down. I'll test it this way by seeing if they'll let me put that old video up. We'll see. I kind of think they won't. They'll use graphic reason, even though they just don't want that message out there.
You can hear her.
I can, but I won't know when she's back. Otherwise, because she can't unmute herself. I'll just check it every now and then. Yeah. So, yeah. So did you get blocked or banned or anything for that video?
I didn't have any problems after I posted that. That didn't. Nobody said anything. Facebook didn't say anything. I mean, it was factual. The only thing I noticed that anytime I post something political.
Yeah, I was just testing her. Political. Well, they're worried about the elections more than they are about some graphic thing coming out, right? But that really should hurt the Democrats.
Yeah, any truth I post about that, that's when I get booted off.
Yeah, I'm gonna put in here. Let me know when you're back. So when is that the first one you ever done like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Just that day, something came to you that you needed to do that, right?
Right.
Well, if you have that link, or no, I got the video, so I'll probably put it up on YouTube. I can make it unlisted, maybe.
I need to repost that, because I mean, the thing about it, people don't know that it's murder. There's nothing other than you can call it other than murder. It's a murder.
Michaela, you back? I guess not.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. They're moving something around here. So, yeah. So, what now? How many times have you been blocked? Is this like blocking frequently?
4 times within the three times within the month, and this month.
3 times a month as we get close to the elections.
Very often.
Genevieve's been blocked for 90 days. The other Erica, she's been blocked for 60.
Block us for the election to keep us from. Come on, 60 days for posting a picture of the Proud Boys.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. So, from going live, yeah.
I'm going live. Yeah, I'll be back on for posting, and then how long I'll be on for that, I don't know, because I might just go against the community.
Yeah, don't look for something.
Yeah,
you know, I've gotten blocks on top of blocks. While I'm blocked, they block me on top of that block. They've done that before. You ever had that? They've added more time, basically.
Yeah, that's what they did. They said first they say you're going to be blocked for hours, and then it came back and said first it said 24 hours, then it said a couple of hours or something like that. Then it came back and said now you're blocked for 24 hours. Then it said 3 days.
Okay, Michaela, we'll let you go. She says she's got to go.
Okay.
Your mic's back on. Say goodnight, everyone. All right. Make sure you watch this video later near the tail end here. Okay, you missed a good part that was about abortions in the Dallas area, actually. So.
Oh, really?
Yes, one of the kids was from Dallas, and his story about what happened.
Hello, Malachi.
What was his name?
It's cool that it's from a male's perspective.
Well, yeah, that one.
This is a woman having an abortion. The baby name's Malachi.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So how did the baby get a name exactly? They just named.
I guess they named his corpse.
Oh, okay.
Names they all got names.
Yeah, in the video you said he was in a jar, sharing a jar with 3 other ones or something.
The other children, yeah.
Yeah. And it was from the Dallas area, actually. So, some abortion clinic near you. So, hey, do some live videos sometime, Michaela. You know, on your Twitter and stuff. You know, with your opinion and
everybody tells me that, but I am so camera shy. I am so shy.
Well,
trust me, I am too. That's what took me so long to start going on video now. Because if I had went on videos way back in before Obama became president, and I was talking and saying all these things,
you would have reached a lot more people.
I would have been the Candace Owens.
Yeah. Well, you would have been also like Laura Loomer, where they banned you from everything. You know, they even banned her from Uber.
Yep.
Uber, they took her bank accounts and closed them on her and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Just because of trying to shut her up, you know?
Yep.
But now there's more people speaking out now. It's getting really hard to do that to people. The more of us there is, the harder it is to do that, you know? If they can pick on 4 or 5 people, that's not that bad, you know? But
you have to think about past yourself, and the reason that I'm able to do it because I'm no longer worried about myself, my voice, and anything. I'm more concerned about my country. I'm more concerned about what's happening, and I know I realize that videos seem to be the only thing that really gets you to tell your story. Like I said, had I done this 8 years ago before Obama and started doing videos, trust me.
Michaela, I'll get you in touch with the Lucretia. I'll put you in the same message or something, okay?
Yeah, I want to get her on Blixit.
Alrighty, thank you.
Yeah,
I would love that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, help save America. Okay, you're saving the world too, really. As America falls, the rest of the world's going socialist.
Trust me, once you get with Blixit, you won't be shy anymore.
Yeah, you meet a lot of great people too. You will. Our group that went to DC was.
And you know, there's a chapter right there with you in Texas.
Yeah, is Howard part of Blixit or not?
So you won't be joining our chapter. You'll be joining the Texas, and they got a great chapter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right there, near you.
Okay.
Oh,
that's cool.
Okay.
Hawa's very close to you, and she knows all the events going on there too. We call her Hawa, but her real name's Agnes. Okay, that's her Facebook name. Well, that's her middle name. She used that.
Yeah, and they also got a channel too, doing something on conservatives.
Mm-hmm.
The conservative.
If you haven't been to a Trump rally, you aren't living, right?
She'll be getting that. She'll be going to the White House.
Going to the White House. You ever been to the White House, Michaela?
I know. I would love to go to the White House. I know. Last year they had Trump invited a whole bunch of Black people to. Was it Black History Month?
Yep.
I was so
Brandon Tatum. It was
Hodge twins.
Yep.
Oh my God, all of them. All
of them.
Yeah.
Were you there?
I was so envious. I was like, man, I wish I was invited.
See, that's why
you got to be more active.
You got to get out there. You got to get out there.
I know.
Name recognition. Name recognition.
Yep.
I think you got name recognition on Twitter by the left, Michaela.
You know, I'm almost at 100K actually on Twitter. I'm at 95,000.
That's pretty good.
You passed me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, she's very active on Twitter.
Not
so much on Facebook.
Okay, I'm thinking Facebook.
Oh
yeah,
no.
Twitter follow is easy. You can have a lot of followers very quickly.
I hadn't even reached 1,000. Yeah.
But she gets a lot of information I don't get.
Well,
see, must be where she's found from different people that have a lot.
You see what I do? I don't. I screen my people.
Oh, I don't, followers. You can't.
You
only catch them once you want to kick them out. Really.
Yeah, I screen my followers before I let them on my page. I don't just let anybody. I mean, I got like over 1,000 people probably waiting to get on my page, and I go through them and see who they are before I let them on. So I call bobbleheads. They're just a little circle.
Well, if they cause trouble, I kick them out.
A troll, and I'm not letting them on my page.
Well, Michaela expresses her opinion a lot on Twitter too, and that triggers them.
See, I don't do so much Twitter.
Yeah, I share stuff there, but I don't write much there.
Yeah, Twitter is terrible. It's such a toxic place, but I don't know. That's definitely my.
I'm surprised you're not blocked there. They would tend to report you. You'd think.
I know. Don't jinx me. I'm so shocked. I still have my account.
They don't go live, though, right? They don't go live.
Well, there's a way. I'm going live on Twitter right now. You have to do it on a computer. You got to download this one thing, then you have to get Periscope, and then go through Periscope to send it to Twitter.
That sounds like a lot of trouble.
Well, I don't ever go live, so I don't even.
Really?
One day.
No, you can go live on your phone and never point the camera at you, like an event that's going on.
Yeah, I do that.
You can do that, like you're reporting the event, like a Patriot event.
I'm doing it like that, and then you'll get coverage to turn the camera on.
Yeah, well, you do it on Facebook, and you'll do it on Facebook's the easiest, isn't it? It's easier than YouTube even. You just hit the go live button and you type in the name for it.
I gotta learn how to use the one on, because they keep banning me on Facebook. So I say I'm gonna go on YouTube and learn how to. You can't go live on YouTube unless you have so many followers. That's the problem with that.
I think you can go live on Instagram.
I don't know. Can you? But that's another liberal that's controlled by Facebook, right? The same control people.
Yeah.
The same one.
So
they're
everybody.
Trisha, I can send a link to your Facebook page if you're blocked live right now. Mm-hmm. And I could do this and watch. I can take myself like that, and I could take everyone out, and it would be just you, and it'd be just as if you were live on your Facebook through my StreamYard.
How are you gonna do that?
I send you the link to StreamYard, and before we go live, we'll talk a little bit. Then I'll take myself out of the picture. I'll hit the go live button, and then you can talk on your Facebook.
I don't understand that.
You don't understand that? Okay. Say I have the rights to go live, right, on my page.
Oh, yeah. I'll be on Facebook on your page.
All right, but when you go live, it'll also be going to YouTube and Twitter. But I'll make it so I remove myself from the picture, and it would just be you up there, and you can talk. Then when you're done, now I can control the buttons. I'll be sitting here watching, and I can bring up screens if you want, that kind of stuff. Anything you want. I've done this for other people. I did that for Agnes when she was blocked for 30 days. Like 3 times she came on through my StreamYard, and we shared it to her page, and then we made it a watch party so her people on her page seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Share.
Huh?
I can't share.
Yeah, you can share the link, yes. You can share the same link,
I can't share on my page though. They blocked me from sharing at all. I can't.
Oh, I can share it to your page. I don't know if I can make a. I don't know if I can make a watch party on your page.
Yeah. See, I can't share anything. They're so like you can't share. I can't like. I can't.
Oh, I thought you couldn't go live. Some people can't go live.
Go live either. They got me.
Well, we can make it so you can go live, but and I can share it to your page.
I'll be able to go back and post.
Okay.
And I can do like what you said.
Yeah.
Like right now, I can post myself on here talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And post it on my page, but I won't be able to go live.
Well, we'll help you get your message out one way or another. Just maybe they'll see it on the rerun more than they'll get a notification that you're live, type thing. So, okay, Michaela, I'm sorry to drive you. I know you got to go, right? You gotta go?
I gotta go.
You want to get because it's like 11:31.
Yeah, it is late.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you both in the same Facebook message. I know Michaela doesn't see your Facebook messages for a long time because she doesn't do a lot of Facebook. So, but I'll put you in the same message and say hi to her, and then she'll reply later. Okay?
I'm so sorry.
She didn't even see this one today until later. You know?
Yeah.
She's busy on Twitter too a lot.
Yeah, I honestly sometimes I forget Facebook, and it's like, oh wait, let me see what's going on Facebook.
All right, we'll look for it in the morning, okay?
We'll see that.
It's only 10:30 where she is.
That'll be with Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, you have Twitter too?
Yeah.
You have Twitter too?
I got Twitter, I have Instagram, I have Facebook, I have what's called the other one.
Okay, maybe I can put you both in the same message in Twitter. Does that be better, Michaela? She's a different name on Twitter though.
No, it's the same name. It's Michaela Rose J.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a different name in Facebook. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So she hides a little bit. All right. I'll let her go to sleep. It's past her bedtime.
Yeah, I gotta get off.
You can't be as tired as you were in DC all that walking though.
Oh. All right, it was nice talking to you.
All right, bye everyone out there who watched it for the whole 2.5 hours. I had like 7 people come on, but all different times. So that's okay.
All right.
I'm gonna go get ready for bed.
All right, bye.
All right, good night.
End broadcast. Not ending it. There it goes.